Be a busy week tomorrow, busy day tomorrow for Perryton High School sports as well. Got the Wolf Creek Classic cross-country team, and the Reds volleyball team will be hosting Pampa tomorrow.
Kickoff goes deep, taken there by Tate Rhodes. He comes back up the middle, slides through to one, but Braden Verner is there to knock him down at 20, falls forward to about the 22-yard line. And the Bushland Falcons, number 3 ranked in the state of Texas in Class 2A, goes on offense first here at Bushland Stadium. About 6 to 8 miles, I'm not sure exactly what the distance is, west on I-40 of Amarillo, probably only about 6 miles from the Westgate Mall.
And as we look from west straight east with the sun setting behind us high atop the home stadium press box, you just literally see right at the buildings of downtown Amarillo. The stadium here is literally straight to the west of downtown Amarillo. We're going to have a re-kick here.
Yeah, well, Perryton last week had 105 yards according to our numbers, and I think they were pretty accurate. They are offsides on the kickoff. Bushland doesn't like their 22-yard field position, 22-yard line, so they're going to make the Rangers re-kick from the 35-yard line. So the Rangers already have their first penalty of the ball game. Somebody was a little bit ahead of the kicker, and for the Rangers, the kicker is Miguel Carnero, fine junior kicker who came on board last year about 2 or 3 games deep into the season. They recruited him out of the halls or off the JV or somewhere, and he came on to do a really fine job of kicking the ball as a sophomore. And here he is as a junior at 6'1", 155, kicking back at the 35 now, and back deep for the Falcons. Taking it at about the 10-yard line is Thomas Cleveland.
Oh,
he breaks through the middle, cuts out last man there. Miguel Carnero makes the tackle. He pops it through the middle that time, and one man was between him and the goal, and a great job special team tackling there by the kicker. Miguel Carnero knocks him down at the 43, so that's a 21-yard penalty basically, because somebody on the Ranger special team was a little anxious. We got to tell you that these Falcons intercepted 3 passes last week, recovered a fumble, and blocked a punt. They're very good on special teams, and the Ranger special teams just made a mistake there that cost them 21 yards in field position. Now Falcons come out, there's no huddle. They're into this mode like many of the teams are, the spread offense. Crockett Gilmore will split to the left. And the way to the right goes Thomas Cleveland. The quarterback is Sawyer Cornelius. He'll take it. Flare pass out there to McGuire. He cuts around one block, another, across the 45-50, and he'd be knocked down across the 45 to the 44-yard line in Perryton territory, where Shane Hodge was there to make the tackle. And also getting there to get a piece of the tackle for the Perryton Rangers is linebacker Jessie Rodriguez. We do have a flag on the play. The line of scrimmage was a 43-yard line basically. They got 7 to midfield plus another 7. It'd be at 14 yards, but they say holding on the Falcons, and the Falcons had a lot of people out there putting bodies on people in front of that play, and that's why it was a success for 14 yards, but it will go for naught. This holding penalty is against the Bushland Falcons, and first down of the ball game will have to wait as the official will mark it from the spot of the foul. They gained 3 yards basically, Chris, on that swing lateral. He threw it behind him, gained 3 yards, and that's where the penalty occurred at the 46. And now they mark off, actually the 45, 2 yards a gain. And it's a 15-yard penalty back to the 30. So a big penalty here early for the Falcons.
You may remember last week against Dumas, it was the Rangers that 4 penalties on their opening possession after the Demon fumble.
Falcons with the spread out here to Matthews. A little jude out here on Octavio Palmer. Steps around one, and he's gain tackled after he picks up 13 yards across the 40 to the 43-yard line on just a dump pass from quarterback Sawyer Cornelius. The Rangers, with quickness in the defensive front 3, have 8 defensive backs, and that's the way people are going, basically 8 defensive backs. And now quickly they snap the ball again, wants to look long, throwing long. Man gets behind, but he's overthrown as he gets a few steps beyond Jake Holdwin. The intended receiver that time was Travis Latham, who I believe is the receiver in the ball game for Monty McCaslin at that wide spot on the right side. Actually, the one that they show out there is Thomas Cleveland, but nevertheless, on that particular play, Travis Latham was the intended receiver. It's 3rd down 10. After that big penalty, got the Falcons backed up. Boy, that Crockett Gilmore is a good-looking 6'6", 230-pound Wide man to the left. I remember last year they needed a touchdown. They just alley-ooped it down in the end zone. He went way up above everybody and got it. Rangers jump off sides. It's a free play for Bushland, trying to run a flare pattern. Shane Hodge gets over there, and they're going to throw the flag. Actually, they didn't throw the flag. They threw a card or something, but they're probably going to call it. If that's a yellow flag, what's they going to now? I don't know. There are flags. I'll take that back. He threw his flag at the line of scrimmage on the offside, and that one will be the one that the Bushland Falcons will take, as Shane Hodge was a few steps behind the intended receiver on that play, and that was Thomas Cleveland, and he got there a little too early, and the interference will be a spot foul, or no, it will be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage, but it will be a first down as they'll mark it from the 42 in Bushland territory all the way down to the 43 in Bushland territory down to the 42 on the Rangers end of the field. So the Rangers have their second penalty of the ball game, and it's a 15-yarder, and it gives the Bushland Falcons the first down of the ball game. Snap is back there quickly. They caught me off guard as I was doing some stat work. The outward pass goes from quarterback Sario Cornelius, and he finds Travis Latham on an out pattern. And from the 42 down to the 29, a 13-yard pickup. Quickly, back-to-back first downs for the Falcons. We got 10:36 to go first quarter, and the Falcons are on the move. Looking left, man wide open is Matthews in the left flat. Hit and knocked down by a fine tackle by Chance Bays, and he'll pick up only a yard, maybe two, on the play from the 34 down to the 32-yard line.
Boy, you talk about, Ken, from left to right, every position. You talk about the size and the athleticism of these kids from Bushland. It really does look like you're playing some big 4A school somewhere.
Quarterback keeper Cornelius to the right. Spins and fights his way for a few yards. The line of scrimmage was a 27, not the 32. That's 5 yards off, and he takes it from the 32 down to for about a 5-yard pick to the 22-yard line, where it'll be 3rd down and 3 here in 4-down territory for the Falcons. Jal Matthews is just an excellent-looking athlete at 6'2", 210, and he's just one of the boys out there. Even in the skill position, they have size. Spread all over the field like Texas Tech and West Texas A&M. This offense is popular. They curl up Crockett. Gilmore down to the 17. They needed 3, picked up 5, and it'll be another Bushland first down. So they spot him up, and huge receiver, big target there for quarterback Sawyer Cornelius. 1st and 10, going with no huddle. Snap back, wants to look, flare pattern out there to McGuire. Quickly up there, nice grab and tackle. Up from the secondary that time for the Perryton Rangers. And I think, I'm not sure who that was. That Jake Ogden, number 13?
No, 21.
21, my bad. 21, we don't have a 20.
Cade Keith.
We got him. Okay, Cade Keith made that tackle for a 2-yard loss from the 16 back to the 19. We'll have a 3-yard loss. Snap is back, has plenty of time to throw, a little pressure, throws it across the middle. And I don't know what happened there.
They're going to call the contact and more interference.
Well, it looked like one of the Bushland guys reached up there and tipped it before it got to the man, and if the guys are paying attention, they'll know that should be waved off. Should be waved off because the ball was tipped. And anytime you have a tipped ball, nobody should be guilty of pass interference. They had Gilmore down in the middle, and trying to run a post pattern from the right side that time was Travis Latham. Latham is a 6 foot, 180-pound senior, and until tonight, he was a backup, but he's in the ball game now for Monty McCaslin, the big 6'4", 215-pound junior.
Well, if there was a tip, they sure didn't see it, and evidently the Ranger coaches didn't either, because they're going to step it off.
9.5-yard penalty, automatic first down, the 4th one of the ball game, and the Rangers have really hurt themselves. They're going to give the inside handoff going to the left by McGuire. Nice job of coming in there by Jessie Rodriguez. Grabbed the jersey, spun him around, and knocked him down around the 7-yard line. So he picked up 2 on that play. 2-yard pickup that time by Caleb McGuire, the running back that lines up in the backfield, this time to the right of Sawyer Cornelius. They have both ends split and wing backs outside them. Now slot back to the left. Down the line option, quarterback keeps behind, good blocking, straight up the field, touchdown, Bushland. Oh, a nice job blocking up front against the Rangers. And just a little quarterback keeper. And right up the middle he goes. And folks, if you're listening to this at home, and there's a nice crowd across the way, we got worried about that. I didn't know if we were going to fill those small stands up or not. They stretch from the 35 to the 35 and go about 15 rows high, but a nice crowd at red across the way. And the much larger home stands is packed with black and gold here on the west side of Falcon Stadium here in at Bushland High School. 6-0 with 8:27 to go here first quarter. And on to try the point after is Sawyer Cornelius. Ball is snapped and it's on the tee. It's on the way and it's up and it is good. So with 8:27 to go first quarter, Bushland got the opening kickoff, helped by big penalties against the Rangers, drive it all the way and score. Our score here, the Bushland Falcons 7, the Perryton Rangers nothing. You're listening to Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Hometown people, we're hometown people that you know. We're hometown people that you know. Let's work together to make our hometown grow. We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Perryton National Bank.
98.3 KXDJ. Chris Samples, Ken Splawn here in Bushland, where the Falcons have taken a 7-0 lead over the Perryton Rangers. Falcons, after that re-kick on the kickoff, Rangers had a penalty. Falcons said kick it again, and they take over on their own 43, and it doesn't take them long to take it in and take the lead here on the road tonight.
And against Lubbock Cooper last week, they had 21 first quarter points, 34 by halftime. So they've continued that type of performance here. The kickoff is going to go wide. They don't want to kick it to Hodge, but Jake Hogan has it at the 15-yard line, cuts back to the outside. He's going to be caught from behind and tripped up there on a nice special team play by the Bushland Falcons, Brett Wilhelm. So the Rangers have it at good field position on the 30-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 for the Rangers, who have their first possession of the ball game, coming with 8:21 to go here in the first quarter. Falcons in their home black uniforms, gold, old gold numerals, a little gold and white on their sleeves, and their gold numerals are trimmed with white, and across the back is the mascot named Falcons. The Rangers in their road white jerseys, red pants, red headgear. 1st and 10, man under is C.J. Swift. Little sprint draw, get you to wow.
Hodge.
Got it to Shane Hodge, but I was just watching how quickly defensive lineman that time, who doesn't normally start, but certainly plays offense. Colton Blessing, one of the co-captains, in there to make that tackle for about a yard loss.
Boy, 5'11", 205, and did he ever move like a cat? It looked like Shane Hodge was going to pop it to the outside and had some room, but no.
Yeah, the pursuit lanes were filled quite nicely as well. 4-man front this time. Shotgun formation for the Rangers. CJ wants to throw, got time, throws it in the flat. Octavio Palma at the 34 is going to be hit, knocked down immediately, but it'll be a 5-yard pickup on the play as CJ found Palma out on the right side and open. Also over here, Jesus Vital was in the vicinity. It's a 5-yard pickup after losing a yard. They have it 3rd down, 6 for the Rangers. Lost a yard on the first play, picked up 5 there, approximately 5, and it'll be 3rd down and a tough situation. One of the things Coach David Flowers said, he thinks that these Falcons are better defensively this year. The Rangers put over 400 yards on them last year in a 39-32 loss up at Perryton early on. They got better. Little swing pass out there to Hodge. He's open to the 35. He runs over a defensive man at the 38, gets it across the 40 for the first down. Absolutely thrashed the cornerback who came up for the Falcons, and that's the young man who started out there at wide receiver tonight, Thomas Cleveland.
Wow.
And he thrashed him and picked up an extra 5 yards and enough for the Perryton first down. Actually, they had the ball back at the 34. It's a 9-yard pickup, and the Rangers do have their first down of the ball game. Little flare out to, that was Shane Hodge who made the reception that time and got that yardage. Now, shotgun with 2 men wide to the right, 1 wide to the left. Little fake to Hodge, and they are all over that one. They give it to Hodge, and he breaks loose anyway. They wiped out C.J. Swift. Crockett Gilmore came in from the defensive left tackle position, knocked C.J. down, but the ball was in the belly of Shane Hodge, who takes up from the 42.5-yard line up to around the 47. A pickup of 4 on the play, and the Perryton Rangers have a 2nd down and 6 at that point. 6:35 and counting here first quarter. The Falcons 7, the Rangers nothing. The Perryton Rangers in their first offensive series of the ball game have already picked up 1 first down. Hogan wide to the right, Palma wide to the left. The tight end is Braden Verner on the right side. High snap down the line, a little quick outside. Here goes Shane Hodge, 45-50, and he's knocked off his feet right there where you need the first down yardage. And the way they spotted it, it's probably going to be enough for the first down. Hodge does pick up the Rangers' 2nd first down of the ball game. Little burst of speed there by the kid from Perryton. Picks up 6 yards and a first down. And he gets the ball across the midfield stripe to the Bushland Falcon 47-yard line. So the Rangers mixing up their offense a bit. They do have a bunch of players in various positions. Gilmore at left tackle, 230. Chapman at nose guard, 230. And then they have another big man at the right side in there for McCaslin. Sweep to the left. They're trying to crash in. Good blocking out there. Sets up his blocks 45-40, and he's knocked down inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. A good chunk of yardage right there. A pickup of about 8 yards on that play by senior running back Shane Hodge. Nice blocking on the outside that time. Nobody cracked back in below the waist. Just got in position. And when they turned to pursue, they had a Ranger in their face out there. And a nice job. The other defensive tackle right now for the Falcons is Brent Sickles, who is a 6'2", 240-pound junior. So good size all the way across the front for the Falcons.
That was a heck of a block over there by Perryton Rangers to seal that corner, allowed Hodge to catch the corner.
The Rangers had broken the huddle, and the official acted like he wanted them to go back in the huddle. The Falcons don't even huddle at all. Unbalanced right, split right, double slot right, and now the Rangers, no, it's the Bushland Falcons want a timeout. Timeout on the field with 5:19 to go first quarter. Bushland 7, Rangers nothing. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
ASUS Notebook Computers, the PC World #1 notebook, is now available at ATech4U. ASUS Notebook Computers have even been to the top of the world. That's right, ASUS has climbed Mount Everest, gone where no other notebook has gone, and survived. ATech4U is now your local dealer for ASUS notebook computer systems. Talk about top quality. How about a 2-year global warranty? That's right, global. From Perryton to Poland or Gaiman to Greece, you can receive free service on your notebook through ASUS service centers worldwide. A zero bright dot guarantee, free 2-way standard overnight shipping, and 24-hour tech support 7 days a week. Call ATech4U at 435-4006 to ask about our ASUS notebook computers or stop by 101 South Main in Perryton.
We're back in Bushland up front for the Rangers. Tony Herndon, Matt Campbell, Jessie Rodriguez, Trent Merkel, and starting at right tackle tonight, Carlos Gutierrez. Doing a good job of blocking and giving CJ time to do things, except when Gilmore came flying in earlier. Gutierrez at 211 over huge Crockett Gilmore. So far doing a good job. Back to throw. Wants to throw out pattern, and he overthrows. Trying to run a quick out pattern there was Jake Holdren. It was just beyond his reach, but he had a step on the linebacker that time. Trying to catch up was Gary Waldsmith, the starting strong side linebacker for the Bushland Falcons. And quite frankly, he was beat by a step or two, but CJ's pass was beyond the reach. It'll be third down now. And 3, the ball resting at the 40-yard line in Bushland territories. The Rangers move from north to south here, our left to our right here in the first quarter. 5:15 to go before the end of the first quarter. Unbalanced right, double slot right. Actually, it's just a double slot to the right. Quick pitch to the right. They're going to say that maybe a little contact made by one of the Bushland Falcons, a little anxious, or did he get back in one of the Rangers?
Boy, it sure looked like to me that the Rangers were jumping the gun. We'll hope it goes the other way.
And it will. Offsides Bushland. 5-yard penalty against the Falcons, and the Perryton Rangers have their third first down of this drive and of this ball game.
What a big penalty there right there. Break for the Rangers as well instead of 3rd and 3. And at the 40-yard line where you're kind of in between 4-down territory or not, then you get a gimme first down. The Rangers 1st and 10 at the 35.
Rangers have Palma split left, Hogan and Willie Lopez in the slot. Tight right is Werner. In motion comes Hogan. Now dump pass, and he drops it. Man, that was set up quite nicely. They faked to the inside slot man, Willie Lopez, who came back in motion and tried the dump pass to the other slot man, who was Shane Hodge. And Shane had it a little low and could not come up with it. Had he caught it, he might have already been on one knee anyway. So that play did not work for the Rangers. They have 2nd down and 10 at the Bushland Falcons 35-yard line. With 4:47 to go first quarter, they trail 7-0. Tie right, split left, shotgun formation, flag fly, illegal substitution. Rangers have had about 3 or 4 of those in Dumas. That's the first one in this ball game. But instead of 10 yards needed, they need 15 now. And that's 35 yards in penalties, and we still have 4:47 to go first quarter. Rangers' pattern last week we hoped had been corrected to some extent And so far tonight has not, as far as problems with the penalties. So now it's 2nd down and 15 as they back it up to the 40. The Rangers need to gain the 25 for a first down. Falcons run a 3-3. The Rangers run a 3-3. Most people do whenever they see a lot of spread offenses. This time both backs are in the backfield with C.J. Swift. He's going to fake and give to one, and Hodge is going to be knocked down to the line of scrimmage. A little pull and keeper there might have netted a little bit more, but the defensive line was up to the task that time for the Falcons. In the middle linebacker, Caleb Mendoza, the man who made the tackle for the black and gold.
Those of us born between 1946 and 1964. Most of us are concerned about not having enough money for retirement, and they say boomers will collectively live longer than any other generation. Do you have an investment plan to make your retirement dreams come true? We can help you make it a reality. I'm Bobby Barnett of the Barnett Insurance Agency in Perryton. Call me today. Together, we'll make a difference in your retirement. Registered rep with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
3rd and 15, Rangers. Shotgun formation. Man in motion left to right. Comes Vital down the line, wants to throw, sprinting to the right, pressure coming, throws in and out of the hands and almost intercepted, but not quite pulling it down would be Britton Parango. Had he caught it, he'd have still been 5 yards shy of the first down. Jesus Vital went deep that time, and the Rangers now at the Bushland 40-yard line face a 4th and 15. So that penalty hurt, the drop pass hurt, and the defense from the Falcons is quite impressive as well. And the Falcons look to get the ball back here as the Perryton be forced into their first punting situation, and Jake Holden back there counting special teammates in the huddle.
You know what, Ken, to this point, I'm impressed with the Ranger front offensively, giving C.J. Swift a bit of time to throw. The question will be against those big old defensive boys up front for the Falcons. Can they keep it up all night?
Falcons are not buying into this punt. They have all their defense within 10 yards of the line of scrimmage, but the Rangers will punt it. Jake Holden angles it to the left sideline. It'll land at about the 10, take a fast bounce, and it'll go right into the end zone. 2 Rangers there, but the ball just took off as it landed, and it goes bouncing into the end zone. It will be a 40-yard punt from the line of scrimmage, but it'll be only a net of 20 yards. The first punt for either team here tonight off the toe of Jake Holden. So the Rangers go back on defense, and the team that was aided with a lot of good mix-up of plays, the 40-yard punt that time by Hoagland really gives the Rangers only 20 yards better field position as the Falcons bring it out. Boy, they have those big old splits like you know Texas Tech made famous. They have 2 receivers left, 2 to the right and to the left of Sawyer. And it gives off to a different running back and breaking through the line and cutting outside and making 11 yards on that play. I was looking for it to be their usual running back, Caleb McGuire, but that was Tate Rhodes, a junior at 5'9", 165, and quickly picks up 11 yards right up the middle of the Ranger defense. And the Bushland Falcons have their 6th first down of this first quarter. Each team has had 1 possession. Now they try to give it to the left side and do. Nice job of gain tackle. We have a flag back where you might expect holding behind the play. The ball carrier that time was Mason Harris, and it's holding on the Falcons. Well, I like to see officials that'll call that whenever they just grab a hold of you and just hold on. Some officials think that you got to actually tear a jersey before they'll call holding. Holding on the Falcons will erase a 3-yard pickup that time by Mason Harris. And the hold took place right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be a 10-yard penalty from there, from the 30 back to the 20. Might have occurred about a foot or 2 beyond the line of scrimmage. We'll call it a 10-yard penalty against Bushland. And now the Bushland Falcons face a first down and about 20 yards needed. They have a man split wide left, man in the slot left, and then 2 receivers in the slot to the right side. Quarterback by himself, looks right. Now he looks left on a little bit of a screen. It's caught, and he goes down and actually dropped the ball. Well, that was nicely set up, looking right, and then the split man comes back into a screen situation, but not able to hold on there is Cameron Kleinsmith. Kleinsmith dropped the ball from his left end position. He's in there now giving Crockett Gilmore a little bit of a breather. And that'll bring on 2nd and long for the Falcons. Clock stopped with the incompletion, 3:05 to go first quarter. Rangers trail the Falcons by a score of 7-0. Falcons again with a double split left and 3 receivers to the right. Nobody in the backfield with Sawyer Cornelius. He scrambles on the run. He'll pick up about 10. Needed 20, picked up 10 to the 30, and it'll be third down and 10 from that point for the Falcons. Rangers did a nice job of gang tackling defensively up front. They have Werner McKinley, and also up there for the Rangers right now is Fabian Vilgren. Snap is back. Sawyer Cornelius has time. Throws across the middle, intercepted. Oh, he dropped it. Jessie Rodriguez had it right in his numbers, and he couldn't hold it. The intended receiver that time for the Falcons was Travis Latham. So it'll be a fourth down for the Falcons, who for the first time this year in the first quarter will give up the football by way of the punt. They scored on 3 possessions against Lubbock Cooper last week right here on this field and had a 21-0 lead at the end of one quarter.
Costly penalty right there on that drive, of course, for the Falcons this time, and that holding penalty. And got to feel that that's a big one for the Rangers, Ken, with the ease that they moved it up the field and scored the first time. Made you wonder if they might come right back do it again.
Caleb McGuire punch it deep, picked up there. We got a penalty already. Chance Bays got a man in the back. Is picked up. The line of scrimmage was the 30. He got 20 to midfield on that soccer-type kick. Picked up at the 25, a 45-yard punt off the toe of Caleb McGuire and returned 3 yards there by Hodge, but it'll be a 10-yard penalty for an illegal block in the back, and Bays hustling but didn't quite get his head in front. So McGuire did a nice job of punting. It looked like he may be running with it there for a moment, and he punted it on the go. We saw that last year by Caleb McGuire in that ball game down up in Perryton. 10-yard penalty against the Rangers gives them the ball back on their own 16 instead of the 26. Their 5th penalty of the ball game for a total of 45 yards. We still have 2:23 to go, but the Rangers did at least force a punting situation that time for the Falcons. That along with that key holding penalty that Chris alluded to a moment ago. So the Rangers back on offense. C.J. Swift has Shane Hodge to his right. Will fake it, keep it to the right. Good blocking, cuts to 25 and cuts around Matthews' attempted block. Matthews got him off his feet, but not before C.J. Swift keeps it for about probably 8 yards on the pickup. 2nd down and 4 for the Rangers.
C.J. showing his quickness right there, because Matthews has all kinds of speed and quickness, and C.J. did a little dodge right there and kind of avoided contact, dove forward for a couple of more yards.
They're doing some liberal substitution for the Falcons already. They've given Gilmore a playoff. Little dump pass out. That was going to be a running play. His lateral and a good blocking out front for Shane Hodge. Leading the way that time for the Rangers was Tony Herndon. And boy, from the 28-yard line, the 23-yard line after the 30, a 7-yard pickup, and the Rangers have their 4th first down of the ball game. 28-point favorite in the Harris ratings are these number 3 ranked Falcons in Class 2A. The Rangers ranked in the 80s. I'll have to look to see exactly where, but they're a 28-point underdog. Les Giles of the Emerald Globe Blues a little more generous, only has the Rangers down underdog by 5 points. 2 tight ends, a man behind. They turn and they fake it to him in the middle, wants to throw across the middle, and almost intercepted. Well, another one through the hands of Jake Holdwin. Michael Matthews dove and almost raked it off the carpet, but did not quite come up with it for the Falcons. And it'd be 2nd and 10 for the Rangers. Well, it was set up nice. He was open on the out pattern, as was Jake Hogan, but couldn't quite haul it in.
Well, in that time, they got to CJ and popped him just as he released the football.
1:16 to go first quarter. Clock stopped with the incompletion. They have Chance Bays in the backfield now, offset fullback behind tailback, or in front of tailback Shane Hodge. Long count here by C.J. Swift. He'll roll to the right, has good blocking, looking there, throws the curl pattern in and out of the hands again of Britton Tarango. That's a couple that's hit him in the hands, and he has not been able to haul either one in, but it was not a perfect pass. Thrown by C.J. a bit to his right as he curled. C.J. threw back to the middle of the field side of Britton Tarango, and Tarango could not pull it in. 3rd and 10 for the Rangers on a couple of misfires, both in and out of the hands of a pair of receivers. Obvious passing situation here.
Swift completed his first 2 pass attempts, 1 of 5 to Palma, 1 of 9 to Hodge, and since then 4 incompletions in a row.
Another split with 2 men to the right, 2 to the left, 3rd and 10. Back to throw, pressure coming, screen set up. Hodge has it, blockers there. Oh, the tackler slipped through the blockers and got to Hodge and knocked him down for only about a yard, maybe 2. They give him a yard on the play, and that's all. 4th and 9 now for the Rangers. Screen was set up, but a nice job defensively there by the Bushland Falcons, and I was thinking I saw a 30-something, the first man in on that play, and if that's the case, it might have been a linebacker, Gary Wallsmith, who broke that screen down and made the tackle. 4th and 9 Rangers. The Falcons will send Matthews back deep. Also, the young man who returned the opening kickoff, Thomas Cleveland, will be on the right. Matthews on the left. They stand back at their own 30. The line of scrimmage is the 31-yard line. This kick is not high and it's returnable. Matthews has it at the 35. He'll head to the right, trying to pick up some blockers. The Rangers are there. He steps around 2 or 3 of them, keeps his feet. Nice job of juking. But he picked that Rangers at the 31-yard line, had 19 in midfield and another 15, so it's a 34-yard punt with a return of 8 yards by Michael Matthews.
So the Falcons will take over with just 13 seconds remaining here in the first quarter of play, leading the Perryton Rangers 7-0. Take over on their own 43-yard line. Again, good field position, Ken, and right at the 43 where their first drive began, a drive that ended in an 8-yard touchdown keeper by quarterback Sawyer Cornelius.
It's McKinley and Fabian Vigran, 2 youngsters at the defensive tackles now, trying to get some quickness in there. Back to throw goes Sawyer Cornelius. Man wide open on the out and up is Matthews. He catches it out of bounds, and it's not. No. He caught that ball standing out of bounds, and the official gave him the pass play. Not a good call. The film will bear me out, I think, on that, although my old eyes may not be perfectly right. Where did they go? From the 45 down, picked up 15, 4 more, 19 yards for the first down. Okay, from the 43, all right, 21 yards. Down to the 36-yard line in Perryton territory, another first down by the Falcons. Well, that out and up that works so well for the Rangers over at Doom. It certainly worked well there for the Falcons as Matthews is wide open. It looked like he was standing out of bounds before the ball came down in his hands. Rolling to the right, gets outside of pressure, throwing low, man there. And nice job. Now another interference call on the Rangers. Rangers not timing things very well. The man was there and the ball was underthrown, so consequently Tyler Heck, a sophomore for the Rangers, got there a little before the ball did. It'll be a 15-yard penalty from the line of scrimmage from the 36 down to the 21, and another Bushland first down with no time left here in the first quarter. Regardless of what happens, that is the end of the first quarter here on the west side of Amarillo. Our score, the Bushland Falcons 7, the Perryton Rangers nothing. You're listening to Ranger Football on 98.3 KXDJ.
What's your home worth?
How about your business?
Your car? Health?
Or your life?
These are serious questions and good reasons we buy insurance.
Our team at Security Insurance and Lemon Insurance can help you find the best rates on the best protection.
And our service will make the real difference.
Lemon Insurance in Booker and Security Insurance Perryton. 2 agencies, 1 team.
Your security is our passion.
They have a tight end right and left, and the man split outside both of them. They have Matthews and Gilmore to the left, and now they move Harris to the left, and they'll flare him to the left, and he's looking left and wants to throw it. He's there, wide open. Picks it at the 23-yard line. He's going to be hit knocked down at the 15 as he gets a little extra effort there. Good game tackling by the Rangers, but a good effort there. It's a little extra yardage, and C.J. Swift made the defensive hit and gets up a bit stunned, shaking his left arm. Hopefully he's not shaking that right arm, but that's a nice pickup right there of 6 yards. 6-yard pickup there by the Bushland Falcons. 2nd and 4 at the Ranger 15-yard line. Looking downfield, wants to throw. Now moves out of the pocket. Still wants to throw. Man wide open in the left back. Gets it at the 10, the 5. Runs over the Rangers secondary and into the end zone over Shane Hodge. Touchdown on the nice catch and run there by Mason Harris. Well, they spread you out, and the quarterback has all day. If you cover your people for 1, 2, 3, 4 seconds, somebody's going to come open. As the quarterback, Sawyer Cornelius, a veteran quarterback, did his check down there and found Harris wide open in the right flat. Took it at the 10, did a little juke on Hodge, and then ran straight over him and dove into the end zone for the 2nd Bushland touchdown. 13-0, on to try the point after. Out of the hold of Brent Wilhelm will be Sawyer Cornelius, the place kicker. The ball is snapped, it's on the tee, and it's up, and it's right down the middle, and it's good. 11:20 to go here in the second quarter. at Bushland High School at Falcon Stadium. Our score of the Falcons 14, the Rangers nothing. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Don't let viruses, spyware, and constant updates get you down. Let PTCI and Secure-It Plus take care of your computer. Secure-It Plus provides parental controls, virus and spyware protection, automated Windows updates, a pop-up blocker, and even cleans up your hard drive. For only $5.95 a month added to your monthly bill, you can get peace of mind that never expires. Find out about the product that PTCI employees are referring to as one of the best decisions we ever made. PTCI, Communication and Broadband Solutions.
We're back here at Bushland High School. Shane Hodge stands back at his own 8-yard. He's the deep return man in the middle. Cade Keith is on his right at about the 15-yard line, and Jake Hogan on his left at the same spot on the field. The next men are up there around the 30 to 35-yard line. Of course, we have 5 between the 45 and 50 as Bushland will break out. Kickoff man for the Falcons will be Tyler Moore, a senior receiver. I'm sorry. I'm looking on the wrong side. It's Sawyer Cornelius. He kicks it deep to Jake Hogan at the 21-yard line. Hogan steps around 1, 2, 3, has a man grab him from behind and knock him down. But a nice job by Hogan taking it at the 20 and getting it all the way out to the 34-yard line. 14-yard return, but they don't want to kick it to Shane Hodge. They've seen enough over the years. They've talked to enough coaches, and they've seen enough on film, on video, to know that Shane is a threat anytime he touches the ball, especially on punt returns and kickoff returns.
Jake Hogan, your defensive player of the week, and also had the big hit honors last week for the Rangers in that win over Dumas.
Rangers have the man under is C.J. Swift. Tight right, split left, turn and give it to Hodge. The right tackle, picked up a yard. Had the ball just a little beyond the 34, and he gets it out beyond the 35 by about a foot, and it'll be a 1-yard pickup, 2nd down and 9 for the Rangers. Rangers up front have Matt Campbell at left guard, Tony Herndon at left tackle. Your centers, Jessie Rodriguez on the right side, Trenton Merkel at right guard, and I believe, yes, Carlos Gutierrez, a backup guard, has been moved to a starting offensive tackle this week, a 5'9", 211-pound senior, working against Crockett Gilmore, 6'6", 230. Both ends now tight. Man split to the left, man split to the right. Down the line option they go. Pitched out to Hodge outside. 35, got some speed to the 40. He's going to be hit and knocked out of bounds. Nice hustle that time by middle linebacker Caleb Mendoza, who drives Hodge out of bounds after he picks up 6 yards from the 30. Let's see where they place that ball. Yeah, he needed 9. He still needs 3, so 6-yard pickup as he gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Shane Hodge, 8 carries, 30 yards. Pretty tough sledding, obviously, as you say, Ken. They've got an eye on Shane Hodge, and who wouldn't?
Pretty sticky running for Hodge so far. That option worked well for a good pickup. It's now 3rd down and short 3 for the Rangers. Both ends tied again. Down the line option they go. CJ will keep it up the middle. He goes, hits off one, and he's tackled by the safety as he gets it from the 42 out across midfield to the 49-yard line in Bushland territory for a 9-yard pickup, and the Rangers have another 1st down.
Oh, nice heady play by your quarterback Swift right there. Read that option perfectly. They're keying on Hodge. Left the lane open for CJ to keep it. Picks up the 1st down.
Gilmore at the defensive left tackle. Brennan Chapman, a 2-way starter, and the captain, 6'4", 230 in the middle. And the right tackle this week, in place of this excellent Monty McCaslin, they have in there in his place Brent Sickles, 6'2", 240-pound junior. 1st down Rangers. Sweep to the left comes Hodge. Blocking is there. Pursuit is coming. Mendoza from his middle linebacker position comes in behind the blocking and makes a tackle for only about a 2-yard gain. Well, you talk about a mobile, hostile, and mobile middle linebacker. The kid's got good size at 5'9", 210, but he also has good quickness and good lateral movement from sideline to sideline. That tackle made by co-captain Caleb Mendoza.
Boy, and they all do, don't they? Good lateral movement from sideline to sideline. They pursue as well as anybody.
And their angles of pursuit are good because if the guy on the outside turns them in, there's always somebody seemingly waiting for them. 2nd and 8 for the Rangers. Split left, tight right, slot left. You got a little premature movement, and when you throw the flags, it's usually on the offense.
Little premature snapulation right there.
Rangers' 7th penalty of the ball game for 65 yards. That's a 5-yard illegal procedure. Well, the Rangers, when we correct that, at least cut it in half, because 100 yards for a ball game is usually going to mean you come up short. Last week, the Rangers found a way to win, but this week it's really made a difference in this game. Second down now and 13 instead of 8 as the ball's back in Perryton territory. Fake, pressure coming, no chance. Well, they brought the house that time from the right side defensively. Came Thomas Cleveland, and from the left side, Crockett Gilmore, and they met at the quarterback, and C.J. Swift didn't have a chance on that play-action pass. They lose yardage from the 48 back to 39, a 9-yard loss on that play, and the Rangers face a third and very long. They'll need to gain the 39-yard line in Bushland territory. They have it at their own 39, so it's third down 22 for the Perryton Rangers. 14-0 is our score. Bushland on top of the Perryton Rangers with 8:25 to go here in the second quarter. Beautiful evening for football. The breeze seems to be just a little out of the northeast right now. Flag ruffling just a bit down on the south end, and the Rangers come out, take a look at the clock, say we don't have enough time to call a quick timeout. Timeout on the field, Perryton. 8:15 to go, second quarter. The Falcons 14, the Rangers nothing. You're listening to Ranger Football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Yes Design, your message is our specialty, featuring custom embroidery and screen printing on almost anything, including signs, posters, and banners up to 20 feet or more. We have thousands of ad specialty products too numerous to mention, including vehicle graphics, cups, frisbees, fans, seat cushions, water bottles, koozies, vinyl stickers, and ball caps. We even have team uniforms. No minimums, no setup charges, no finishing charge, and no charge for digital proofs. That's right, we like to say no. No hassles, just your message to your customer with professional results. That's DS Design, 212 South Main in Perryton.
It is a beautiful shot and a beautiful view of it that we have from atop the press box here on the home side.
Third and forever, a quarterback keeper. Good job by C.J. Cuts back across the grain, gets it across midfield, breaks a tackle across the 40. Can you believe it? He picks up 23. He needed 22, and a flag flies late on the play.
Wow.
Oh, what a quarterback keeper that was on 3rd and 22 for his own 39. C.J. gets it down to the 38 in Bushland territory. Face mask, personal foul on Bushland, will tack on 15 at the end of that 23-yard keeper. And I wouldn't have given them a nickel's chance right there of picking up a first down on 3rd and 22. And they do it and then get 15 on top of that after the face mask penalty against the Bushland Falcons.
Well, and how huge is that right there as the Rangers are looking at half of the punt, give these Falcons another chance with 8 minutes to go here in the half, already down 14-0, and then tack the penalty on to the end of that. Huge break for the Perryton Rangers.
Well, we talked about Bushland's pursuit, maybe a little over pursuit that time as he ran the option left on the quarterback keeper part of the option, cut it up and then cut back across the grain, broke a tackle or two to get it to the yard line stick to pick up that first down. Now the Rangers have it down at the 23-yard line, 1st and 10 in Bushland territory. Tight right, split left, I formation. Willie Lopez on right comes up. They give it to Chance Bays, trap up the middle, 10, 5, Bays to the 2-yard line. Chance Bays with the fullback trap takes it right up the middle for 21 yards, and the Rangers now give him 22 yards. Rangers get it down to the 1-yard line, 1st and goal to go. That was a 22-yard pickup there for Bays. And the Rangers have another first down, and they're knocking at the door with 7:38 to go here in the first half.
Bays just had a couple of carries in that opening win at Dumas last week, but certainly he's very capable, strong kid, a junior, and had a heck of a good year last year for the JV.
See if that size up front for Bushland makes a difference on short yardage situation. Tie right, split left, sweep to the left, good block there, cutting it back in. Shane Hodge goes in, standing up for a Ranger touchdown. So a nice drive there. The key play of the drive, no doubt, was the 23-yard keeper on 3rd and 22 by quarterback C.J. Swift. And then a great trap up the middle for 22 yards, put it at the lip of the cup there. And the last yard is into the end zone courtesy of Shane Hodge, and the Rangers are on the board. Point after coming right up, it'll be Zach Allred holding. Carnero trying to kick, sidewinder from the right side. The ball's on the tee, it's on the way, it's high enough, it's straight enough, and it is good. 7:24 left here, first half, here at Bushland High School. Our score, the Falcons 14, the Perryton Rangers 7. You listen to Ranger Football on 98.3 KXDJ.
You know what? Here in small town America, we're a little different. We like to be clear across town in 5 minutes or less. We like our friends, neighbors, and customers to know us on a first-name basis. That's the way we like it at Perryton National Bank. We've been Perryton's Bank since 1919, and we still enjoy doing business on a first-name basis, just like we've done since Perryton's beginning. While some banks have moved into the cities, our focus is here at home. We serve local area people like you with the latest technology, competitive loan rates, and first-rate service, all on a first-name basis, no appointment needed. Some may call it a small-town mentality. We think that's just right. Perryton's Bank, Perryton National Bank. We're from here. Member FDIC.
We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Well, the Perryton Rangers take it 66 yards, and on that drive on third and forever, looked like the Rangers were done again, and a 23-yard keeper by C.J. Swift, a 22-yard run right up the middle by Chance Bays on the drive. The Rangers score and pull to within 7 with 7:24 to go in the half.
Kickoff way to the left. Now they're going to bring it to the right. The Rangers get there and just swarm the return man before he can get behind the wall. You got to be kidding me. One of the Rangers did a head stand, and he didn't get a flag. Nice job that time by the Ranger special teams, but one of them needs to be careful there. Nearly a flag, but I didn't see one thrown, and it'll be Bushland's ball at their own 22-yard line. That return there, Mason Harris never did get behind the wall. He took it about the 20, might have picked up a couple yards to the 22. Now the Bushland Falcons with 7:17 to go first half have the football, leading 14-7, and they have it at their own 22-yard line. Again, Sawyer Cornelius is your quarterback. He has Matthews in the backfield with him. He's going to give it to him right up the middle. Matthews cuts outside. Michael Matthews is an athlete, folks, and he breaks tackles and runs over the Rangers for 18 yards up across the 30, 35 to the 40, and flags fly late. We'll see if it's a late block downfield by Bushland or whether the Rangers might have grabbed the face mask. Now they're going to say from the 22 he got to the 39, a 17-yard pickup on that play, and the flag flies after the play is over. It's going to be personal foul. Bushland picked up 17, and they'll lose 15. The Bushland's a little bit undisciplined down there right now. They have 5 penalties for 50 yards now, and the Rangers, they get that first down. They made the first down. All they'll do is mark off 15. It'll get back to the 24-yard line, and Bushland will have it 1st and 10, but they netted only 2 yards after a 17-yard run by Matthews. They bring him into the backfield now where McGuire usually is. McGuire is now at a slot back, and Matthews back there to do a little running along with Sawyer Cornelius, which seems almost unfair. He's such a good athlete. They'll fake to him this time. Want to throw. He's out in the flat, wide open. Makes a catch, and Jessie Rodriguez grabs a handful and knocks him down for a loss. Great read by the Ranger middle linebacker. Jessie Rodriguez got there just as he made the catch and knocked him down. Jessie's pretty active kid, and he's a pretty tough kid since he's also the starting center. He's a two-way player and hardly ever comes off the field.
Boy, and I tell you what, if you got your starting center out in the flat making a one-on-one catch with Michael Matthews, that's a heck of a play.
That is. They picked up, but they actually lose yardage, 2nd and 11. Back at their own 23 now. Cornelius, the quarterback, has McGuire to his right. They put Matthews back in the slot to the left. Long count, looks, checks off. Rangers will change their defensive look as he checks off. Now we have a timeout called by the Bushland bench. Coach Flowers didn't like the way it was setting up, and so he calls a timeout with 6:12 to go here in the first half. Bushland 14, Perryton 7. This is Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
There's something brand new at Allegiance. Digital cable service that has more channels than ever before. More than 130 channels, and they're organized around your interests. Movies, sports, variety. Choose one, choose two, choose all 3 tiers. We think you'll be amazed at the channels you can get. So just call your Allegiance office and come home to cable.
We are Kubota dealer at 710 North Main in Perryton. See us today at Perryton Ultimate Company.
We're back. Another hold that they didn't catch. They tried to run the screen out to the right to Cleveland. He makes the catch and he's dumped. The line of scrimmage was a 29. A 28, and they get it up to the 32, a 4-yard pickup on that. They had 3 receivers left, 1 to the right that time, and I was watching the offensive left tackle. Great rush from the outside there by Campbell, and he just hooked him with his arm right around his neck, and they never called it that time, and it looked like a hold could have been called, but instead they make 4 yards. Third down and now and 6 yards needed for Bushland. Back to throw, looking left, trying to see if they can get a man open. Now he's running out of time. He scrambles, still wants to run. He's going to go for it, and he steps out of bounds at the 33-yard line. He needed to gain the 34, and they're going to give him the 34. This guy down here on this sideline is cheating. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I don't want to say that about a man in black and white shirt, but it sure looked like he stepped out on the 33, spotted it at the 34, and that's what they needed for the first down. Unfortunately for Perryton, it looks like they may have a first down. He's even motioning it's a first down from where he sees it.
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it. Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh, don't even think about it.
It is showtime, baby. Here we go. Red Jam Slam.
First and 10, Bushland.
Well, and that was a big completion right there. If the Rangers could have just held them, had a chance to get the football back with about 5 minutes to play here in the first half, down by only 7.
Matthews split way to the left, double split to the right. McGuire to the right of Cornelius in the backfield for the Bushland Falcons. First and 10 at their own 33-yard line. Now he moves Caleb McGuire from the right to his left. Takes a snap, looks left, throws to McGuire, catches it, and he is hit. He drops the ball. They're going to say incomplete. Nice job again by Jessie Rodriguez getting there in a hurry. Vigran and Palma came in right after that, and McGuire could not hold it. It'll be second down and 10. Clock does stop. 5:20 to go here in the first half. Second and 10 for Bushland. Bushland, who had a 34-0 lead a week ago over District 1-3A representative Lubbock Cooper. So far tonight, only up by 7 against the Rangers. Back to throw, time, throws it over the middle. Man gets loose, can't get there. Shane Hodge giving chase, but Cleveland got behind him by a step, and Thomas Cleveland could not catch up with that pass thrown by quarterback Sawyer Cornelius.
Well, I don't know if Coach Jiggs Jackson would be all that pleased with his protege, David Flowers, here tonight. Coach Jackson likes at 3 yards in a cloud of dust. You from longtime Ranger history know that. And the Falcons are definitely putting it in the air much more than on the ground here so far.
Flare pattern to Matthews. He steps run 1, 2, uses his speed, breaks the tackle. Here comes Hogan. He can't get him. He's still on his feet. Boy, you talk about an athlete. And that time Hodge grabs a handful and pulls him down at the 20. Matthews jukes, stops on the downs, changes direction. And he also runs over you if he has to from his own 35. He gets it down to the 20. It's a 45-yard run by Michael Matthews, who in my mind, if he's as fast as he seems to be, is certainly a Division I prospect here at 6'2", 210. Depends on how quick he really is. But first and 10, Bushland at the Ranger 20. Time to throw, 3-man rush, can't get through the 5 blockers. Man open in the corner of the end zone. Matthews bounced off of Tyler Heck, but the ball was well beyond his reach. It falls incomplete. Well, that guy, you just got to give him the ball more often. I don't know why they don't line up in the 9 and say, try to stop us.
Well, they have thrown it to him 4 times tonight, but that is only the second carry from the line of scrimmage. Yeah, you got a feeling they can if they need to.
Yeah, they don't want to show too much too early. Another spread offense. Fake to McGuire, keeper by Cornelius, coming to the right, 15. He's hit at the 13 and driven out of bounds there by C.J. Swift. Now they're going to give him the 12-yard line. That guy seems that tackle an extra yard every time he marks the ball. I thought for sure he went out at the 13 and gives the forward progress to the 12, where it's 3rd down and 2 for Bushland on that keeper. 8-yard pickup that time by quarterback Sawyer Cornelius.
Habs. 8 running plays so far in the ball game for the Falcons, and they put it in the air 17 times.
Cornelius had 200-something yards passing, 30 yards rushing last week against the Cooper Pirates. Spread offense, 3rd and 2 and 4 down territory. Looks left, flare pattern, man there, catch made at the 10 by McGuire, and he's knocked down quickly on a nice hard tackle, that time by the Perryton Rangers' Josh Garcia. And he'll pick it up down to the 7, where it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Bushland Falcons. Picked it up from the 12 to the 7. A 5-yard pickup of the play, only needed 2. So it's 1st and goal now for Bushland with 4:21 to go first half. Spread out, 2 right, 2 left, dump pass out there. Caught, defender falls down, throws it back in, touchdown for Cleveland. That's going to be Thomas Cleveland with the catch, and he peeled back toward the flag, and Shane Hodge, the man in coverage, slipped down, and he went in untouched. So the Falcons get their offense clicking after giving up their first half score of the year to the Rangers earlier here in the second quarter. They take it down with 4:12 to go. They put it on the board. They're up by a score of 20-7. Point after out of the hold of Brent Wilhelm, the right-footed sideline. Let me start over. Right-footed sideline kicker, Cornelius. Kicks it, it's up, and it is good. So with 4:12 to go first half, Bushland on top of the Rangers by a score of 21-7. You're listening to Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Look in the mirror and don't like what you see? Sometimes we spend a lot of time thinking about the things seen, but what about the things unseen? What about your financial future? Will you maintain your current lifestyle or be forced to cut back because of money? I'm Bobby Barnett of the Barnett Insurance Agency, and we can help you put together a plan that will pay off handsomely. The time to start is now. Call me today. Together, we'll make a difference in your retirement. Registered rep with and securities offered through LPL Financial, member FINRA, SIPC.
Back here at Bushland High School, where the Falcons thanks mainly to a 45-yard run of busted tackles and nice moves in the open field by Michael Matthews, set up shop at the Ranger 20. It took them only a few more plays to punch it in from 7 yards out on a touchdown pass from Cornelius to Cleveland, and the Bushland Falcons lead it by a score of 21-7. A little onside kick try there, taken by Danny Escarcega, and he gets it back to the 40-yard line. They did a little huddle. They just turned around and do a little swarm kick. I was watching Ty Mayfield, the special teams coach for the Falcons, break that huddle. He set that up there on the sideline. Mayfield, younger brother of Todd Mayfield, for a long time before the West Texas A&M Buffs started this era of passing the ball every play, had so many passing records back in the late 80s, early 90s for the West Texas football program. His brother now, Todd Mayfield, a lawyer in Amarillo. Split left, tight right, wing to the right, offset shotgun to the left. Time to throw, throwing long. Jake Hogan is there, makes the catch, and they're going to spot it as a catch. So maybe he does it both ways. A nice throw and catch for the Perryton Rangers, a 31-yarder from the Perryton 39 down to the 30, and Jake Hogan caught it in stride. I thought he might have caught it out of bounds, but evidently I hadn't seen anything right all night, because the same official gives the Rangers the benefit of the doubt.
Well, it does feel a little bit better this time, though, doesn't it?
It does. Feels a lot better.
That east wind pushing on that ball just a little bit, pushing it to the outside. Heck of a catch by Jake Hogan over the shoulder and able to keep 1 foot in bounds.
Willie Lopez in a slot to the left with Britton Tarango split all the way to the sideline. Tight right, offset eye to the left. Hodge is your tailback. They're going to turn and give Hodge on the counter dive, going to the right, back across the grain. Taken by Crockett Gilmore, but Gilmore had to chase him down from the 30. He finally caught him and dragged him down just shy of the 25-yard line, where it'll be second down and a 6 yards needed for the Rangers. A 4-yard pickup on the counter draw that time to Shane Hodge, working off right tackle.
Well, the Perryton Rangers certainly look at times like they're out-horsed here tonight, but playing hard and hanging in. And with 3.5 to go in the half, if they can put one up right here, going down only 7, you'd think Coach Hug and staff have to feel pretty good about that.
Tight right, split left, slot left, offside out of the left, sweep to the left. Here they come, cut back inside, now back outside goes Hodge to the 20. Hodge hit at the 15 and then getting tackled from behind as the pursuers got there as McGuire stood him up. I think the first man to make the tackle, though, from outside that time was Tanner Gibbs for the Falcons, and they'll move the chain again from the 30, from the 26 down to the 16. That was a 10-yard pickup that time by Shane Hodge.
Oh, and he was crunched in a crowd right there. Shane Hodge taking a beating tonight, now 48 yards on 12 carries.
Tight right, split left, wing right, turn fullback up the middle, no fake. Wants to throw, man deep, wide open, into the touchdown. Jesus Vital of the Rangers. Nice play action fake to Chance Bays, and it throws it for a touchdown to Jesus Vital in the end zone open for the touchdown of a 16-yard touchdown pass play, I think, Chris. Yeah, they moved it from the 26 to the 16, and that was a 16-yard touchdown pass for the Rangers. Their 10th first down of the ball game officially. And with this point after, the Rangers can move back within a touchdown with 2:54 to go here in the first half. The only thing wrong is they might have scored too quick. This ball is back. It's on the tee and just inside the right upright. It's good. 2:54 to go, first half. The Bushland Falcons on top of the Rangers, but only by 7. Our score of the Falcons 21, the Rangers 14. This is Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
What's your home worth?
How about your business?
Your car? Health?
Or your life?
These are serious questions and good reasons we buy insurance.
Our team at Security Insurance and Lemon Insurance can help you find the best rates on the best protection.
And our service will make the real difference.
Lemon Insurance in Booker and Security Insurance Perryton. 2 agencies, 1 team.
Your security is our passion.
Well, that little out and up pattern that works so well over in Dumas worked for a quick, what was that, what did I tell you, 31 yards. And then the Rangers picked up 4 to Shane Hodge and another 10 to Hodge in a 16-yard play action fake to Bays up the middle, and wide open in the right corner of the end zone was Jesus Patal taking it in for his first touchdown of his varsity career. Carnero kicks off, trying to go right, will kick it over again, taken at the 15. He's going to be hit and decked quickly. Whoa, nice special team play there. Let's see, he's getting up a little slow. I'm proud of that young man. It's twice we've called his name. First contact made that time by hustling Josh Garcia, and he was helped out after he hit him, but on the return that time was Mason Harris. Took it from the 15 out to the 23, an 8-yard return.
Garcia's going to stay in there at your left linebacker position, and he was a little sluggish getting up. That was a hard hit.
He usually backs up Sammy Gutierrez at middle linebacker, but he's giving Danny Escarcega a breather right now in their left linebacker. First and 10 from the 23, turn and give, trying to get upfield as Harris. He's going to be hit and knocked down after he picks up only about a yard. Gain tackle that time, but first man there defensively was Braden Werner for the Rangers from his defensive tackle position. Braden showing some athleticism at 186 pounds, a junior. Plays all the time tight end, but he's been moved into that defensive tackle position as well. On the left side, the Rangers right now have Zach Barnes, and at the nose guard, it's Colby McKinley, a sophomore. So a lot of youth up front for the Rangers right now. Down the line option they go. Cornelius wants to throw. Man gets open. No, he doesn't. Good job by Jake Holguin. Good coverage all the way on an out and up fake like they were going to run the option, and the Cornelius dropped back to throw and trying to work receiver Tanner Cummings behind Holguin. Holguin's with him step for step, and the ball falls incomplete. It's 3rd down and 9 for the Falcons with 2:07 to go first half. And on top of the Rangers by a score of 21-7.
You mentioned Braden Werner there too, Ken, from that right tackle spot, coming in from behind, putting some nice pressure that time on Cornelius. Nearly got to him before he threw the football.
3rd and 9. Cornelius, last time he had 3rd and 6 or 7. He picked up the necessary yardage on the scramble, and he looks left, wants to throw. Man there. It's intercepted by C.J. Swift, but they're going to have a flag on the grab of the jersey, I think, by Octavio Palma or Vital. One or the other was trying to slow down the big man, Crockett Gilmore, and the interference happened just before the interception by C.J. Swift. But, man, Rangers look like they had a break there. 3rd and 9.
Talk is cheap. It means saying it is one thing, doing it is another. Our hometown is an example. Those of us who love Perryton give more than lip service. We live here, work here, and invest here because our commitment is here. That's our heart at Perryton National Bank. We know that when people live at home, shop at home, buy at home, bank at home, we're investing in Perryton's future. When our plumbing backs up or our cars break down, we're thankful to be able to make a local call and have local people come get us going again. And we believe as we support the local business, it's helping our community become stronger. Because after all, we're all in this together. We do more than talk about being from Perryton because actions speak louder than words. If you're looking for a bank with this kind of commitment to your hometown, come home to Perryton's Bank, Perryton National Bank, member FDIC.
whatever they did, they ended up only at the 34-yard line, not the 39-yard line, so the Rangers might have gotten a break there, unless I was giving you the wrong yard line to start with. 1st and 10, Bushland has all day to throw. The 3-man rush can't get there. They throw it down the middle, and he throws it wide of the man who curled up in the middle. Intended receiver was Travis Latham, and it's thrown wide right, and it'll be 2nd down and 10. Rangers getting no pressure at all on Cornelius, but they do have 8 men in coverage. 1:52 to go first half. Clock stopped with that incompletion.
Well, and some good coverage that time because, boy, did he ever have all day to throw. Just couldn't find anybody.
Michael Matthews only had 600 yards rushing a year ago because the Falcons had so many weapons. But I did see the bi-district game against the eventual state champion Muleshoe, and on the first play of the game, he went 80 yards for a touchdown. He's that kind of athlete, but he's out. And this series, they're giving him a rest. Spread all over the field, 3 right, 2 left receivers. The dump passes out to Gilmore, and he's hit immediately. Down low by Palma, up high by Jessie Rodriguez, and they deck him in a hurry. He picked up about 4 yards. Clock rolling, 1:38 and counting here first half. 21-14 is our score. Bushland on top of Perryton.
22 first half pass attempts by Coach Flowers' Falcons.
Well, to expand on what you said a while ago, Coach Jackson, in a joking way, told David when he became a head coach, said the air goes in the ball doesn't go in the air. And so he wanted him to be an old ball control coach, but well, that ball fell well short of the intended target. So it'll be 3rd down and 6. Coach from the old school, but David has really got his offense right there with all the Fogue in-style offenses now. And we're talking about Texas Tech, West Texas A&M, the Canadian Wildcats have been running it for a couple of years now. And it seems to be a lot of people like to run the big splits, spread all over the field, and no huddle. And right there, that was a 3rd down play. So 4th down coming, and in to do the punting is, I believe, McGuire. He's going to sprint to the right, and he's going to keep it. Get him. Well, he got the 1st down. Come on. And he fumbled the ball, and there's a fight for it down low. Falcon and a Ranger down there, and I think Perryton thinks they have it.
Boy, sure looked to me like the Falcons were there, but certainly a fight going on down low, and the Falcons do have it.
I can't believe we didn't get somebody pressuring him out here. He runs every time to his right. That time on a 4th and 6, he keeps it, and he'll move it from, I think, the 37-yard line. He gets about 15 on the play across midfield to the 48-yard line. So Bushland gets to keep the ball, and the Perryton Rangers weren't ready for that. A 15-yard keeper on a 4th down. Fake, Cornelius going to his right. He's going to be hit and knocked down by Braden Verner. Good play from the defensive tackle position by Braden Verner. 6'2", 186-pound junior for the Rangers. Picks up 3 actually from the 48 to the 45. It's 2nd down and 7 with 45 seconds to go and counting here for the Falcons. They got Crockett Gilmore split wide left. Man coverage out there is Jesus Vital. Man on an island. Ball is snapped with the whistle blows early. Illegal procedure against the Bushland Falcons. So the Falcons have repaid the Rangers' tendency to pick up a lot of penalties with 55 yards in penalties of their own on 6 penalties. The Rangers now have 80 yards in penalties on 8 penalties, and we still have 34 seconds left here in the first half. So trying to get it close enough for a field goal attempt, or certainly wanting a touchdown. Sawyer Cornelius is the quarterback. In the backfield with him is Mason Harris. Wants to throw, going long. Gilmore trying to get behind everybody. Makes the catch at the 15, and he's tripped up. Boy, you talk about asking a lot of a young man. Gilmore, speed with 6'6", 230 flying down the field. And they throw it down deep. And I was trying to remember where the young line of scrimmage was, Chris, but I think it was the 47-yard line in Perryton territory. If that's the case, it was a 50-yard, 51-yard pass and catch. Gilmore working on Vital. There is a timeout on the field with 18 seconds left. Rangers trail by 7. This is Ranger football on 98.3. We're back here at Bushland. The man who made that catch is probably the prime receiver here, as they have it 1st and goal at the Ranger 6-yard line. A 47-yard pickup on that last play. Man in motion right to left across the formation. Now he looks right, wants to throw left. Pressure's coming. Flushes out, has it wide open, sidesteps one of the Rangers, dives for the goal line, hit low. And Hodge hit him high down low for the Rangers that time.
They don't have a timeout.
Well,
they don't have a timeout.
Two timeouts, 2-1. That's the end of the first half right there. And the Rangers dodge a bullet as the Bushland Falcons are stopped at the 1-yard line. That's the end of the half as the Falcons had burned all of their timeouts. Couldn't stop the clock on that quarterback scramble down to the one, and before they could get lined up for another snap to kill the ball, to kill the play and kill the clock, it ran out on them, and that's the end of the half.
Design is your premier location for Carhartt workwear. But wait, Carhartt isn't just for work anymore. Come by our store at 212 South Main in Perryton and check out our line of Carhartt for women. While you're there, you should check out our graduation gifts and Afghans. We have Afghans and blankets for almost any occasion. We also have letter jacket patches for your student, as well as a wide assortment of baby gifts. We are Perryton's #1 outlet for Red Wing boots and shoes. Stop by and try on a pair and see how comfortable your work boots can be. Come by DS Design today at 212 South Main in Perryton.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to a Perryton Ranger halftime. The flag corps is led by senior captains Jackie Frias and Helen Snyder. Flag corps members are Anthony Attaway, Brenda Castro, Dominique Dodson, Vanessa Dodson, Jordan Francis, Stephanie Hargis, and Brenda Hidalgo. The flag of Perryton is under the field direction of seniors Josh Moreno and Edith Ortega. Drum majors, is your band ready? You may begin tonight's exhibition. James Bond has been a part of American entertainment since Casino Royale, Ian Fleming's first book of the now famous 007 in 1953. Dr. No, the first Bond movie featuring Sean Connery, is in 1962. Since then, there have been 22 Bond movies with actors like Sean Connery, Roger Moore, and Pierce Brosnan, and most recently Daniel Craig. During the last 56 years, the British spy has become well-known and well-loved by all. Austin Powers would not be if there had never been a 007. This year's show pays tribute to the mighty 007 with selections from James Bond movies. Tonight's show includes the theme from the 1964 movie Goldfinger and the James Bond theme. We will then feature the percussion section to Live and Let Die. And now, that storm band from Rangerland, the pride of Perryton, the Perryton Ranger Marching Band.
Beautiful night of football, and the Perryton Rangers are back to the Senior United. Here's to the first half. Thanks for that stop on the 1 yard line. With just about 5 seconds left, Bushland had no more timeouts. Not down the football and get another take in the end zone.
Ray, I don't know. Are you sure clicking this thing will get us online?
Well, try dragging it. Here's the problem. We forgot to plug it in.
Oh, don't even think about it.
It is showtime, baby. Here we go. Red Jam Slam.
They have more athletic ability and size and strength out there on the field, but the Rangers have fought them and dodged the bullet there late because Bushland did not have that timeout they needed at the 1 yard line to stop the clock and get a chance one more time to punch it in as the clock ran out the second half. So what do they need to do this second half? They need to continue what they've done from the standpoint of not making mistakes. They have had no fumbles, no interceptions, and Bushland caused 4 of those last week. And they also need to cut out on the penalties and just continue to catch Bushland off guard with their own offensive plays. And then I don't know what you do on defense to stop Matthews and Gilmore and Cornelius and McGuire. They're awfully good. Kickoff is coming down to Jake Hogan, takes it to 20, cuts it back across the field, uses a little speed, cuts up to 30, 35. Hogan is knocked down out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. A beautiful 22-yard return from the 20 out to the 42, and the Rangers have excellent field position. The breeze has picked up here, Chris, since the game began. It looks like the wind is probably 10 to 20 out of the east-northeast now as the flag near the concession stand out on the south end stays unfurled quite a bit now as it was hanging limp at the start of the ball game. So the Rangers going slightly into that northeast wind. And they have it 1st and 10 at their own 43. It's a 23-yard return. Back to throw CJ. The whistle is blowing in a hurry. The Rangers already with an illegal procedure. Well, they were going to try to spread the field and send some people deep that time, obviously, but the Rangers do not get to run that. At least Bushland had a chance to see what Perryton's intent was, and with that 5-yard penalty, it's the 9th penalty of the ball game for 85 yards.
Well, I was just about to say, Ken, that we hope 43 is the number. Both of those first 2 scoring drives by the Falcons came on drives that began at their own 43, but the Rangers were only there for a minute.
Tight right, split left slot. In the left slot is Willie Lopez in motion back across the formation. Fullback trap. Chance Bays doesn't have it open this time. He'll pick up about 3 yards, maybe just shy of 3 yards as he gets it from the 38-yard line out to the 40.5-yard line. It'll be second down there and a long 12 needed for the Rangers. Making a tackle down low that time, one of the defensive linemen, and I believe on the tackle for the Falcons that time was nose tackle Brennan Chapman. Perryton Rangers will have it second down and long at their own 40.5-yard line. Tie right, split left, wing to the right side, offset eye behind C.J. Swift, who's the man under this time. Fakes a quick pitch going one way. He wants to throw it. My goodness, can't set up. Boy, drawing a dead beat on him and never breaking stride is one tough little football player, Thomas Cleveland. We've called his name a few times. 5'7", 145. Huge loss that time from the 40.5 back to the 29.5. It's a 11-yard loss on the play. And CJ, who likes to keep his numbers up pretty good offensively from the running standpoint, has been sacked big twice tonight.
That one of 11, the earlier sack, a loss of 9 yards, and both of them, same case, Ken. He never had a chance, just looked up and it was over.
So Bushland bringing more stunts than the Rangers. Back to throw again, has time. CJ throws it low and outside in the left flat intended for Jake Hogan, and it'll be 4th down in Rangers. With that 5-yard penalty, never really had a chance to get anything going on that series, and that big sack added to their loss. The line of scrimmage was up near the 43, and they'll have it now at their own 30-yard line, 4th down, and 23 needed for a first down.
Well, and now we'll find out how much more of a factor that wind is, Ken. Certainly going to be more of a factor than it was early, as you mentioned. Hogan now kicking into about a 20-mile-an-hour cross breeze.
Third punt of the afternoon, boy, nice, or the evening, nice kick away from the return man. Cleveland back there with Matthews, and it's a 35-yard punt out of bounds in front of the Bushland bench. Third punt of the ball game for the Perryton Rangers senior Jake Hogan. And the Rangers at least put Bushland back on their end of the field to start their first drive of the second half.
Reminder to Brad Herring of A-Tech for You doing the filming again this season. Brad, just down the way from us. You can see the Ranger football replays this next week, both through Allegiance and PTCI.
Inside handoff, good running room, cut back. Nice job by CJ making the tackle. Ball open until contact was made by CJ, cutting behind. Good block of Mason Harris. And the up back to the left of Cornelius that time. Picks up yardage from the 35 out to the 45, exactly a 10-yard pickup, and quickly Bushland has their first down in the second half. Give off to Harris again. He'll be knocked down, but not before he's slung forward for almost 4 yards. Pick up that time. They'll give him more like 3. It'll be second down now and 7 for the Falcons. Falcons had 16 first half first downs to 10 for the Rangers. They now have their first of the second half. Fake, looking left, back over here to Cleveland, sidesteps one, cuts back outside, has room to the 40, 35, hit and drug out of bounds by C.J. Swift inside the 30 to the 28-yard line. Well, just like that, bang, bang, and from the 48-yard line to the midfield, and 22 more, a 24-yard screen pass play to Thomas Cleveland, and the Bushland Falcons mixing it up. Their bag of tricks this time. 2 receivers left, 1 to right. Rangers jump off, get back on side, but they throw the flag anyway. Gilmore up there, the pass is thrown and it's caught, intercepted, but the Rangers jumped off sides. The yellow flags at the line of scrimmage are going to give the Bushland Falcons another chance.
Was that Octavio Palma over there?
Was.
What an incredible interception right there, gone bad. Wow.
Palma checks in out there at his defensive cornerback. Gun, 3 receivers left, fake inside, quick outside to Matthews, has it 25, jukes inside the 20, cuts back wide open, 10-5, touchdown, Bushland. Boy, he is a hard kid to get a hand on, and from the 23-yard line, he bounces around and gets it into the end zone for the touchdown. So the Falcons showing their might here as they go back up by 2 touchdowns on what looked like a very easy drive on a team that might have had a little bit of their posterior chewed on at halftime by Coach David Flowers and his coordinators. Coordinating the defense is Jeff Smith, but the offensive coordinator is David's son, Stephen Flowers. Ball is snapped, it's on the tee, and it's on the way, and it is up and good. Not as high as usual, but the point after by Cornelius is good. 9:17 to go, third quarter. Our score from Bushland High School here on the west side of, or just west of the west side of Amarillo. Bushland Falcons 28, the Perryton Rangers 14. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KX.
Don't let viruses, spyware, and constant updates get you down. Let PTCI and Secure It Plus take care of your computer. Secure It Plus provides parental controls, virus and spyware protection, automated Windows updates, a pop-up blocker, and even cleans up your hard drive. For only $5.95 a month added to your monthly bill, you can get peace of mind that never expires. Find out about the product that PTCI employees are referring to as one of the best decisions we ever made. PTCI, Communication and Broadband
Falcon Stadium in Bushland, at Bushland High School. Bushland in their their 4th full year of varsity competition. Beautiful turf field here. Out here at Bushland High School, they have an 8-lane black all-weather track around this facility. It's kind of hard to get in and out of, though, because you only come in and out from the south end. They'll fix that over the years, I'm sure. The kickoff is high and short. Fair catch called by Braden Werner at the 25 and taken there. So they're keeping it away from Shane Hodge on kickoff returns, and Perryton Rangers go to work at their own 25. A year ago, I believe that Bushland totaled in the 460 range, and the Rangers in the low 400s. But tonight, at halftime, Bushland had the Rangers by 100 yards, and that last drive, a 65-yard drive, added to that. And I believe it was 65. Is that right, Chris?
It was, yes.
And they capped that off with a little screen pass to Michael Matthews, and he is really kind of in the league of his own talent-wise, and he danced into the end zone, basically untouched behind some good blocking. Rangers have it 1st and 10 now. Quarterback is Allred, throws a quick pass out and caught there by Willie Lopez on a quick out pattern by Zach Allred, hitting here for the 2nd series of the second half. And I believe that, like last week, having the 4th series of the first half, this was planned to give Zach some feel for the varsity competition. He'll be in here for the length of this drive. Zach on a pass play to Willie Lopez in front of the Ranger bench across the way on the east side, picks up 8 yards. 2nd and 2 for Perryton with a tight left, split right, slot right, wing left, high snap, Allred down. His pitch out is behind Shane Hodge. Boy, they were on him in a hurry, and his pitch was hurried, and he loses 3 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd and 5. He turned and started this way, and boy, I don't know if it was a linebacker or a defensive tackle that hit him before he ever had a chance to pitch it. Luckily for the Rangers, Shane Hodge was able to fall on that one, and the Rangers have it 3rd and 5. Zach throws a nice pass. Don't know what kind of speed, foot speed he has or quickness, but he just has to do like most young players, a junior, just get a little experience. Split right, slot right, tight left. Quick pitch to the right goes Hodge trying to get outside. Gilmore giving chase, grabs him and pulls him down. Boy, just grabbed a handful. It looked like Hodge might have had the yardage necessary, and Gilmore grabs him, pulled him down 2 yards short at the 38-yard line. 4th and 2 now for the Perryton Rangers.
Well, that shows you the kind of speed. I mean to tell you, this kid is 6'6", folks, and he is making up ground on Shane Hodge. That says a ton.
Real athlete, and probably the best AA athlete in this part of the world. He does it all. He's a basketball player, as you would expect with that height.
Among all classifications, right up there at the top in the Panhandle, no doubt.
2 series, 2 punch for the Rangers as Jake Hogan drops back to his own 18. The line of scrimmage is the 33-yard line. Matthews back in single return formation. This kick may be fieldable, and it's going to hit around the 40 and take a side roll, and it's going to be killed there by Danny Escarcega. So from the 33, they get 17 to midfield and only 11 more, so it's a 28-yard punt. The shortest of the evening for Jake Hogan, and the Bushland Falcons have excellent field position just shy of the 40-yard line on their own end of the field.
More sports in Perryton coming up tomorrow. The Perryton Rangers volleyball team under new first-year head coach Shea Velasquez will host Pampa. Freshmen will kick it off tomorrow morning at 11, and the varsity will follow. And early tomorrow morning, it'll be the Wolf Creek Classic, the cross-country meet down at Wolf Creek Park in Lake Friar. Kicks off about 8. Not only, of course, Perryton, but other area cross-country teams, Spearman, Groover, Canadian, and the like, will be down at Lake Friar tomorrow morning.
Three receivers to the right this time, 1 to the left. And they do have a running back in the backfield, and they'll fake to him, back to throw, a little pressure, and he steps around it. Rangers this time are going to grab a handful of Sawyer Cornelius. He breaks all those tackles. He's going to get some yardage out of it. Looked like a sack, and the Rangers could not wrap him up. The 6'1", 185-pound senior quarterback for the Falcons shakes and bakes for a 5-yard pickup in what looked like maybe a 2 or 3 yard loss. Nice pressure that time. The Rangers brought a little blitz from the outside. I think the first man to pressure from that defensive outside linebacking position was Chance Bays, but he got away from all of those. 2nd and 5, turn to give to a little running back new in the ball game. He's going to be hit by Braden Verner, but he picks up about 8 or 9 in the process. Still on his feet and picks up another 3 or 4 yards. It looked like he's down, and he's going to pick up yardage from the line of scrimmage at 44. They get it across midfield to the other 43-yard line. It's an 11-yard pickup, and the ball carrier was Gary Walsmith, the starting left linebacker for the Falcon defense. So they got a lot of talent, and it's hard to get the ball to all of them, but when they have their chance, these Falcons really get after it. 11-yard pickup that time by Walsmith, who is a starting linebacker for these Falcons, a senior at 5'8", 170, and he's in the backfield now with Sawyer Cornelius. Split left, slot left, 2 wingbacks to the right. Turn, he's going to give it to him again. Up the middle they go. The flag will fly, and they blow it dead. So illegal procedure on Bushland. They had it at the Ranger 42.5-yard line. And this is going to back them up 5 yards, and it'll be still first down, but the Falcons will need 15 now for a first down, as they'll have their 7th penalty of the ball game for a total of 60 yards. Bushland Falcons. Senior quarterback, 6'1", 185, Sawyer Cornelius. They have 8 seniors on their starting offense, 8 seniors on the starting defense, and 5 of these young men are two-way starters, but as many as they use, it's kind of inconsequential as far as having to start both ways because they get plenty of rest. Now they're going to throw a dump pass out to the left. It's caught around one man, but he's going to be hit, and really a nice job of open field tackling there by the Rangers. And the man getting up off that pile is Octavio Palma, wrapped him up and wouldn't let him go for a 4-yard pickup. It's going to be 2nd and 11 as they get 4 of that 5-yard penalty back on that pass play completed out there. Chris, I believe the receiver that time might have been Mason Harris. He's lining up wide left. No, it's 88.
Yeah,
Cameron Klein-Smith.
And that's the second play the second play on this drive that the ball carrier for the Falcons came off the bottom of the pile without a helmet. Rangers are working hard against a tough football team.
Fake right, looking long now, a little out and up, trying to get behind, but it's going to be overthrown. Nice defensive effort by Willie Lopez. In the defensive cornerback position, usually manned by Shane Hodge, giving Hodge a little breather. Lopez had good position, but had the ball been perfectly thrown, the intended receiver, who was Brent Wilhelm, might have had a step on Lopez. 3rd and 11 now for the Falcons. They have it at their own, the Ranger 44-yard line. 4:51 to go, third quarter, 28-14. The Falcons have the only second half touchdown so far. The Rangers have yet to make a first down. Falcons had some defensive and offensive adjustments at the halftime that have seemed to work. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Back to throw Cornelius. Some pressure, steps out of that. Now it's open, finds a man wide open to the left flat. He's going to be hit and knocked down by Jessie Rodriguez short of the first down. Boy, nice hustling again by the middle linebacker for the Perryton Rangers. No, the right linebacker, Jessie Rodriguez, 5'11", 185-pound senior co-captain, two-way starter. They needed 11. They picked up 7. It's 4th and 4, and the Falcons in 4-down territory will go for it. Big play here for the Ranger defense as they have McKinley up on the front. Rangers step off sides again. It'll be an automatic first down. They're going to go ahead and throw long. It doesn't matter. Well, the Rangers, young, inexperienced defensive front, have got to be poised enough to watch that football, and that's about the 4th time tonight that the hard count by veteran quarterbacks Sawyer Cornelius pulled the Rangers off. They needed 4. They got 5, and they'll move it from the 36 down to the 31-yard line. As the Rangers now have 95 yards in penalties on 11 flags against them for the evening. 1st and 10 for the Bushland Falcons, their 20th of the evening. Down the line option quickly, they get it outside. It's Wall Smith on the keeper, hit and knocked down by Willie Lopez down low. C.J. Swift also in on the tackle, but he picks up a quick 11 yards from the 31 down to the 20. And it should be another first down, and it is for the Bushland Falcons. Well, they're mixing it up and going fast now. I think if it wasn't David Flowers, it's offensive coordinator Stephen Flowers that had their attention at halftime, because they have a lot more pep in their step here in the second half.
Well, and I tell you what, if you got the athletes that they've got, Ken, and this spread offense, it's just, it's so tough.
It's a matter of time, isn't it? Turn, give inside Wall Smith, wide open, good blocking up front. He wallers his way down just slightly inside the 15 for a 5, maybe 6-yard pickup. Willie Lopez, and again, coming in there hard on the defensive tackle with C.J. Swift from the secondary, but not before he picks up 6 yards from the 21 down to the 15-yard line. Just inside the 15-yard line goes Wall Smith, and the Falcons have it 2nd down and 4, again inside the Perryton Ranger 15-yard line. Looking over to the sideline to get the call from offensive coordinator Stephen Flowers. Tight left, split right, and wide flankers on wide to the left and right. Back to throw, 3-step drop, looking pattern, hit. Catches, steps over 1 tackle, steps over 2 tackles. And he's going to be knocked down at the 5-yard line. Chance Bays makes the tackle. And so from the 14 down to the 5, a 9-yard pickup. And the Falcons are having their way with the Ranger defense here in the second half. 3:01 to go in the third quarter. The Falcons looking to take it up by 3 touchdowns as they lead the Rangers 28-14. Quarterback Cornelius takes it, looks right, rolls right, has time. Now he throws deep in the end zone and out of the end zone. Just threw that one away. It'll be 2nd and goal at the 5.
That, Ken, the 31st pass attempt tonight by Sawyer Cornelius, 215 yards.
Sammy Gutierrez giving some pressure there, but Cornelius had plenty of time to see that his receivers recovered, didn't want to chance it in the end zone, and knew he had 3 more downs to go, so he throws it well above any player in the field of play, and it'll be 2nd and 5 at the Ranger 5-yard line.
Big O talented athletic teams wearing black and gold that spread you out, pick you apart. One of a couple that the Rangers will get the pleasure of taking on this season.
Same colors all the way. Nice job of coming in that time, wrapping him up and knocking him down. Wall Smith can't get away. It's a game tackle, but the first man there is Chance Bays. No, that's not Chance Bays. Slow in getting up is the first man there, and that's Jessie Rodriguez. We cannot afford to lose Jessie. Maybe he's cramping a bit as he limps back to his defensive position. Jessie, a two-way starter at center. Quickly, they get it before the Rangers can line up the defense. They're going to throw, and it's caught in the end zone. The Rangers secondary Chance Bays flashed in front of it, but the receiver just peels back 4 yards deep in the end zone, makes the catch for the touchdown, and that catch was made by Tate Rhodes. Tate Rhodes, a junior 5'9", 165-pound backup slot back. Tate Rhodes, touchdown pass 5 yards from Sawyer Cornelius, and now the Falcons are up on the Rangers by a score of 34-14. So the Ranger offense and defense are getting a taste of a fired-up Bushland Falcon offense and defense, and in the process, they've fallen now down by 3 touchdowns. This point after is no good. Bad snap. Rangers pick up the miss and make it back out to the 10-yard line. Let's see which Perryton Ranger picked that up and try to do something with it. I believe that might be Britton Tarango. So the point after is no good with 2:18 to go, third quarter. Our score of the Falcons 34, the Rangers 14. This is Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Hometown people, we're hometown people that you know. We're hometown people that you know. Let's work together to make our hometown grow. We're hometown people, hometown people. We're hometown people that you know.
Perryton National Bank. 2:18 to play here, third quarter. Bushland gets their second touchdown of the second half and take a 20-point, 34-14 lead over the Perryton Rangers.
The Falcons were 10-1 a year ago and had a lead in the third quarter over the eventual state champion Muleshoe in Division I of Class 2A before they lost 34-20. That's the only loss they've had the last 2 seasons. 10-1 a year ago, 1-0 this year. This short kick is going to come down short to one of the Ranger upbacks, and he'll take it and fight forward. That's Cade Keith. He fights forward to the 33-yard line. A little late hit there by one of the Rangers, but again, no call. Fabian Vigran trying to provide some blocking, but might have been a little late. Looked like the play was over, and one of the Falcons was knocked on the seat of his pants. Might have been incidental contact, but I just saw the last part of it. That's what the officials most of the time see when they throw the yellow flag. 2:13 to go, third quarter, 34-14. The Rangers trail by 20. Palma will split left and Lopez right. They break the huddle, but the official blows the whistle to check out why the chain is all tangled up over there. At least they've fallen in the first round of the playoffs, and this is certainly something they're trying to avoid this year. First and 10 Rangers at their own 32-yard line. C.J. Silva wants to throw. Mad dash, pressure there. The throw is thrown away by C.J. Breaking clear was Denny Escarcega, but the ball was already in the air as C.J. was just escaping a mad dash of the 3 men up front, and I believe they might have, on that play, brought at least 3 of the 5 linebackers.
Euro Muleshoe Mules tonight taking on Portales, New Mexico. In the third quarter, Muleshoe up there 21-7.
Well, Muleshoe and Canadians not blowing people out like they did last year, but they're still winning. Triples to the left, rolling to the left goes CJ, wants to throw, and he finds a man in open and flat. Octavio Palma has it at the 40. He shoots a man and gets it up to the 45. First down, Perryton on a nice little 13-yard pickup from the 32 out to the 45 on a pass and catch there by CJ Swift and Octavio Palma. The Rangers have their first down of the second half, only their 11th of the ball game. And they have a fresh set of downs starting from their own 45-yard line with 1:57 to go here in this third quarter, trailing 34-14.
C.J. Swift now 6 of 11 for 75 yards in the air.
C.J. has 3 receivers right, rolls to the right, pressure coming, throw wide and just a bit too low for Britton Tarango, and it falls incomplete. Good coverage that time by the Falcons secondary. I'm still trying to figure out how Jesus Vital got so wide open on that touchdown. Rangers scored the last of their two there in that second quarter.
You mentioned the Canadian Wildcats, Ken. Abernathy pretty solid. That's a 14-7 Canadian lead in the third quarter. Got to root for those Booker Kiowas tonight with all they've been through. They lead Hooker, Oklahoma 20-12 in the third.
Well, we talked about the fact that Canadian only won by 10 last week. They beat River Road by 10. River Road's romping tonight, so maybe they beat a pretty good team. Back to throw out a shotgun goes CJ, has time. Now he's under pressure, and guess who's getting him? Crockett Gilmore. That right there could be construed as unnecessary roughness. He was in the grasp, I think. Gilmore grabbed a handful of CJ's jersey and just spun him full 360 and slammed him to the turf. But boy, that's just good defensive play right there. An 11-yard loss on the play. CJ had time for a while, but once it was Gilmore giving chase, CJ wasn't going to find the way to get around the corner, as Gilmore, with just a few strides down the line of scrimmage, can cut you off pretty easy. He did that time for a big loss on the play.
Well, not only does Gilmore have, I haven't seen times on the 40s, Ken, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm saying not just CJ Swift, but Shane Hodge kind of speed. And the kid at 6'6", 230, give me a stinking break, man.
Yeah, you don't worry about their 100-meter dash time, but you do concern yourself with that 40-yard dash time. And I think Gilmore's is quite impressive for a guy his size. Rangers don't like what they see on third and long, and the coaches call a timeout on the field with 48 seconds left here, third quarter. The Rangers trail the Falcons by a score of 34-14. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
DS Design, we're jumping for joy at the great prices on our promotional products. We have custom embroidery, screen printing, signs, and full-color 52-inch wide banners of all shapes and sizes, up to 20 feet or more. We even have team uniforms and caps, as well as thousands of other promotional items in all colors, shapes, and sizes with your logo or message on them. Give us a call today at 434-2200 or stop by 212 Main and let us show you how to get your message to your customers. That's DS Design, 212 South Main.
And we're back here at Falcon Stadium in Bushland, where the Rangers trail it 34-14. They have a 3rd and 11 from their own 34-yard line. 3rd and 21. People split out down the line option. They go. They get it to Shane Hodge. Now flag flies, and Hodge is not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. He might have picked up a yard. Tackle made out there on the perimeter by the Falcons, Tyler Moore. And a flag flew early in that where you'd expect holding, but I would expect also Coach David Fryer's team will decline this and go ahead and let the Rangers punt it. Holding is the call. Happened about 3 yards beyond the line of scrimmage, so in essence it'll be a 7-yard penalty. And field position wise, they may go ahead and accept this, and they will. No, they do decline it. The yard pickup on the run there by Hodge, but he never really had a chance. And so the Rangers are put into their 3rd punting situation of the second half, their 5th time tonight that they had to give up the ball on a punt. And back in double return formation is Michael Matthews on the left, and on the right is Thomas Cleveland. Line of scrimmage is a 34-yard line. They stand back on their own 29. This is kicked low and wobbly to land at the 33-yard line, get a Ranger roll down inside the 20, and it continues to roll down to the 17-yard line. So the Rangers pick up 16 yards to midfield on that punt, plus another 23, so 33, so it's a 49-yard punt. If this black bug don't get out of here, I'm going to have to jump up and move.
I knew with these bugs out here, that would not be good for you tonight, Kenny.
49-yard punt, the best of that off the toe of Jake Hogan, and the Rangers now are back on defense as the Falcons have the football at their own 17. Little reverse, and they drop it on the floor, on the ground. It's not the floor, but they drop it on the turf real quickly. And Jesus Rodriguez nearly got there before a little fancy reverse to Caleb McGuire. It looked like it was going to be a reverse pass. McGuire, a quarterback last year, they lose a lot of yardage on that one. I think about 9 or 10, and that horn will end the third quarter. And our score at the end of 3, the Falcons 34, the Rangers 14. This is Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
What's your home worth?
How about your business?
Your car? Health?
Or your life?
These are serious questions and good reasons we buy insurance.
Our team at Security Insurance and Lemon Insurance can help you find the best rates on the best protection.
And our service will make the real difference.
Lemon Insurance in Booker and Security Insurance Perryton. 2 agencies, 1 team.
Your security is our passion.
9-yard loss on that attempted end around what looked like it probably was going to end up as a pass with Caleb McGuire going from the right slot, trying to go back to his left, and the pitch was bad, but somehow Sawyer Cornelius or McGuire got back on that for the Rangers getting out. Sweep to Matthews, trying to get outside, dances around, the Rangers gang tackling, knocked him out of bounds for about another yard loss. If it's not there, he'll take the soft route on out of bounds, but if he has any daylight at all, this guy can run over you at 6'1", 210 pounds, or he can outrun you. He opened up that by-district game down at Kimbrough Memorial Stadium in Canyon last year against Muleshoe with an 80-yard touchdown on the first play of the game. 3rd and long, fake and want to throw out a run formation. Out there is Gilmore, and a nice job of breaking it up by Jessie Rodriguez. That young man is everywhere. From his right linebacker position, got in the passing lane. Gilmore had it knocked away by Rodriguez, and it's going to be 4th down now, and about 21 needed for a first down, and I think this time maybe Bushland will actually punt the ball away.
That'll be their first time of the second half. So far, 2 possessions, 2 scores. Rangers will force the punt right here, and Ken, Jessie Rodriguez with the D against Gilmore right there. That's no easy task. Rodriguez at 5'11", 185, and of course Gilmore 6'6" and 230.
Oh, what a great punt by McGuire. It's going to length the Ranger 45 and get a Bushland roll all the way down and out of bounds at the 27. Let's see if this official has any idea where to mark it. He's about 30 yards downfield. He marks it at the 27. He got that one right. And the line of scrimmage is back at the 9, so we got 41 to midfield plus an extra, ladies and gentlemen, extra 23. That's a 74-yard punt off the toe of Caleb McGuire, who runs it soccer style, runs about 3 steps and punts it on the run. And that's a fantastic punt. His first one was 46, this one's 74. And when you look at that, it's averaging 60 yards a punt on 2 punts tonight. That's pretty good special teams.
Yeah, and that's with no wind help right there. If anything, a little bit of wind in the side of his face, this breeze from the northeast.
High formation tailback. Allred fumbles it, and the Falcons have it. Zach Allred bumped into somebody, maybe a pulling guard. He coughs it up, and the Rangers have their first turnover of the ball game. And the Falcons have it. Great field position at the Ranger 24-yard line.
Well, it looked to me like, Ken, that Zach never had the snap coming out from under center. And there was, in addition to that collision in the backfield as well to add insult to injury.
Yeah, he may not have had a good handle on it, but there was a little bang into him, and the ball went squirting into the air, and the 2 Falcons got there. Allred, the only Ranger that had a shot at it. So quickly the Rangers give the ball right back after their best defensive effort of the second half, and the Bushland Falcons have it knocking the door at the Ranger 24. Batal comes in, steps inside, gets his feet knocked out from under him. Touchdown pass taken by Crockett Gilmore at the goal line in single coverage against 5'8" Octavio Palma, and Gilmore makes the touchdown catch. You know, if you really wanted to rub it in, you could go to Gilmore and Matthews all night.
Yeah.
And not even use these other people, and you'd have mismatches all night. That was a 6'6" against 5'8", only a 10 inches and 85 pounds difference in those 2 athletes. And Palmer's played a great game for the Rangers tonight, but he was overmatched on that effort to cover the big man. 40-14 now. Bushland on top with 11:22 to go in the ball game, and the point after attempt coming right up here by Sawyer Cornelius. He's the kicker, not the holder, even though he is the quarterback. It's up and good. 11:22 to go in the 4th quarter. The Bushland Falcons have blown it open here in the second half. They're on top of the Rangers by a score of 41-14. You're listening to Ranger football on 98.3 KXTJ.
The college education is vital to a young person's future. How are you going to pay for it? I'm Bobby Barnett of the Barnett Insurance Agency. 529 college savings plans are great ways to fund continuing education. Growth is tax deferred. Withdrawals on expenses like books and tuition, tax free. And if a child doesn't want to go to college, it can work just like an IRA. Call me today. Together we'll make a difference in that child's education and your retirement. Registered rep with and securities offered through LPL Financial. Member FINRA SIPC.
So the Rangers did play a much better first half than the Cooper Pirates did a week ago. This kickoff is going to go down and short, and it's taken by up man Tyler Heck, and he'll turn around at the 23, get back out around the 28-yard line on a 5-yard return. Heck, the sophomore, snagged that one over his shoulder and did a little spin move down to 23 and got it back out 5 more yards. Now they'll mark it down more like the 27 than the 28, so it's a 4-yard return for Heck, and the Rangers go back on offense, trailing 41-14. 20 unanswered points here second half for the Bushland Falcons. Breeze picking up out of the east here on a cool evening as the evening wears on and the moon rises in the east. Rangers in a full house backfield, give it to Hodge up the middle, and he's tripped up on a defensive end effort that time, down low by Tyler Moore. But just came flying in and knocked the feet out from under Shane Hodge. Hodge picks up 2. It'll be 2nd down and 8 for the Rangers. Rangers lined up in that double dive back position with 2 tight ends and a tailback like an I formation, and Hodge got it, tried it off right tackle. Looked like he might have had a little running room inside, but nice defensive move by outside linebacker Tyler Moore, and he knocked Rangers running back down for only a 2-yard gain. CJ back there again with Hodge in the backfield, 2nd and 8, down the line option he goes, kicks it out to Hodge, he's wide open to the 30, to the 35, up near the 40, driven out of bounds. They're going to say now at the 38-yard line. So from the 29 to the 30, it's a 9-yard pickup, and the Rangers have a 1st down.
61 hard-fought yards now on 17 carries for Shane Hodge.
Coach David Flowers uses all of his athletes, so it's really hard to tell if he's pulling off, but he does have Matthews over here on the sideline, but Gilmore's still on the field. A lot of the front line players are still out there with this 41-14 lead with 10:28 to go in the ball game. I was just curious to see, not that he needs to pull off because of the score, but I'm just curious to see if he's trying to freshen and keep his guys sharp. A little swing lateral that time to Hodge, and Hodge takes it around the left side, picks up a quick 4 yards, hit down low by a young man who's done it all tonight offensively and defensively for these Falcons, and that's Thomas Cleveland. He's the guy that returned the first kickoff back after the 5-yard penalty against Perryton. They gave the Falcons great field position all the way out to the 43 when the Rangers looked like they may have stopped them on that first kickoff, the one that they were offsides on at the 21-yard line. So he's done a lot tonight, catching the ball. He scored a touchdown on a reception here in this half, and he's made that tackle that time. Nice little athlete. Not very big at 5'7", 145, but he's a dandy. Now the Rangers, I believe, call timeout with 9:44 to go. They want to talk about this 2nd and 5 situation. Timeout on the field. Rangers trail the Falcons by a score of 41-14. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Are you thinking about satellite? Take another look and really read what that offer says. You may have to sign a contract for 1 or 2 years. You'll pay extra for programming per room. You pay extra for local programming. You have to have a credit card. You pay for service calls. Your price and program package can change without them telling you, but not with Allegiance. We're a better value. You don't have to sign a contract. You don't need a credit card. We have a local office with local people who care about the quality of your service. It's Allegiance. Come home to cable.
2nd down and 5. Rangers break the huddle with 3 receivers to the right, a split man and twin slots now. One of those, Hogan goes back into fake formation, and now they're going to throw the dump screen to Octavio Palmer, takes it to the 50, cuts back at the 40, he's going to be hit, slowed down and knocked down at the 36-yard line. Boy, that was nicely set up as they faked the reverse to Hogan and then faked to Hodge and dump pass to Octavio Palmer out here to the right. And boy, quickly, if I could ever remember exactly where the line of scrimmage was, but they get it down to the 36-yard line, and I believe that the line of scrimmage was back at the 41 or 2. So, Chris, I'm guessing here now when I say he picked up about 23 yards on that dump pass, and the Rangers have another 1st down. Well, that was a very well conceived play, one I have not seen the Rangers run this year or even in previous seasons. Turn, fake. Now they give it to Hodge up the middle. He's gummed up. Boy, it's tough sledding in there against a line that averages 225 pounds a man and a lot of beef at the linebacking position as well. And the 165-pound running back for the Rangers picks up 3. It'll be 2nd and 7.
19 carries, Ken, for Shane Hodge now, 68 yards. He has worked hard for everything he's picked up
earned them
here
all.
tonight.
Now, two backs, one on each side of the shotgun formation. Quarterback CJ, tight right, split up, and he's going to turn and fake. Down the line option he goes. Gets a pitch back to Jake Hogan. Good blocking, 30-25, knocked off his feet at the 22-yard line. Boy, I tell you what, if you could time that, those people diving at your knees, you could step right over that tackle.
But if you don't, you're upended hard, and that's what happened to Hogan right then.
Well, Hodge picked up 3 at first, so that meant that play started at the 31-yard line, I believe. And he gets it down to the 22, a 9-yard pickup on that option, and it's a first down for the Rangers. Perryton Rangers against the Bushland Falcons, coached by former Rangers David Flowers, a 61 graduate. Inside the old Hodge, cuts outside, fakes, moves outside of the 10. A man knocked off his feet. Hodge draws a beat on the sideline, the flag, and he's in for a 17-yard touchdown. Shane Hodge scores. He's knocked down just as he crossed the pylon, and the pylon went flying as well, but the Rangers get their first score of the second half on a 17-yard scamper by senior Shane Hodge. Well, he takes a beating. I talked to Coach Swift after the ball game last week. CJ was sore and had a cut on his eye and all that, but certainly probably felt better after a win at Dumas. And in a game like this, tough evening now. Allred gets the ball on the tee nicely there, and Carnero puts it through for the Rangers. So with 8:09 to go in the ball game, our score: the Bushland Falcons 41, the Perryton Rangers 21. This is Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ. 8:09 to go in the ball game. Rangers score their first second half touchdown. They trail it 41-21. David Flowers, in his 13th year as a head football coach, looking for and closing in on his 94th career victory against 40 losses and 1 tie. Looking for his 29th win against 9 losses here at Bushland High School. Carnero kicks it toward the sideline, lands at the 15, goes out of bounds at the 11, across well on the east side, as the Falcons moving here in this last quarter from the south to the north. It feels like the wind might have shifted just a bit to the southeast now, out of the northeast to begin this half. So Bushland, in effect, have had a little bit of wind advantage both ways. Matthews back out there, but Crockett, Gilmore coming off. So a mix of starters and backups here. They're going to go out there, looks like might be a little I formation, or they're going to have Matthews in the backfield with Sawyer Cornelius, and if he is, I don't like seeing that. They could do that all night, and he's a hard guy to catch. 1st and 10 from their own 30. The dump pass out there on the screen gets a man outside. Jake Hogan quickly grabs a handful of him and knocks him down after a 7-yard pickup. Little fake to Matthews and a dump pass in a hurry out there to the receiver on that play, Brett Wilhelm, and he picks up a quick now 6 yards as they spotted at the 36-yard line.
Well, as these teams keep spreading it out, Ken, going with this no huddle and putting the ball in the air like the Texas Tech Red Raiders, we're going to have to change our stat sheets.
You're right.
We don't have our stat sheets made for a team that throws it 40 times a night.
We sure don't. 2nd and 4 for the Falcons. Matthews to the left, and he gets the ball up the middle. Cuts around one, spins off another, but a nice shoestring tackle down low. Solo tackle by Jessie Rodriguez, who has, in my mind, developed into quite a defensive football player for these Rangers here in his senior year. 5'11", and he checks in at a nice size, 185 pounds.
Going to be a defensive player of the game candidate for sure.
Well, Vigran jumps off sides out there at his nose tackle position. No, they're going to say, well, the umpire started to go the wrong way. They needed about a foot after that carry by Matthews, and that 5-yard penalty by the Rangers for the second week in a row gives the Rangers 100 yards in penalties. I noticed that Coach Toby Brown, who keeps the stats for the Rangers, only had them for 85 yards, but I at this time will think maybe that ours might have had a little more accuracy because the newspaper had 100. We had 105 last week. It's 100 yards tonight here. 1st and 10 now for the Falcons. Warning to throw, pump fake, try to get a man wide open on the out and up. He makes the catch.
No.
It's intercepted. What a play by Jake Hogan. My goodness. Just picked it out of his breadbasket. And he picked it off. Wow, Jake Hogan with the interception for the Rangers.
Well, you talk about breaking on the football and perfect timing by Hogan. He picked it off literally as the receiver was about to make the catch. That was beautiful.
First turnover of the ball game for the Falcons. Rangers had a turnover at their own 24 that was cashed in on one play, a pass play from Cornelius down to Gilmore. And this time the Rangers have the turnover in their favor, but they're 77 yards away from the goal line with 6:39 to go, trailing at 41-21. Well, what a beautiful interception that was. I thought, well, hopefully he'll break it up like he did on that last offensive play for Dumas last week, but he didn't break it up. He came out of there with the football. Little fake down the line, option coming to the right. Shane Hodge trying to get outside, lowers his head. He hit it at 25 and driven out of bounds. He picks up 2 on the play. It'll be second down and 8. Matthews might have had a word with Hodge. Hodge looked at him, and Matthews throws his hands up and said, "Coach, I'm not saying anything." He was a part of the gang tackling that went on then, but the primary tackler for the Falcons was Gary Walsmith. Young man who's a pretty good backup running back. Tight right, split left, double slot to the left. Second and 8 for the Rangers at their own 25-yard line. Sprinting left, warning the throw, cuts it up, wide open, good catch, a little curl pattern there. Catch is made, and turning it upfield, Perryton Rangers has his first interception. Dropped a couple earlier, but from the 25 out to the 42, a 17-yard pickup to the junior receiver for the Perryton Rangers, and the Rangers have another first down. Perryton Rangers trying to find, he's a 5'9", 160-pound junior. The Perryton Rangers have it first and 10 at their own 42 with 5:40 and counting to go here in the ball game. 41-21, the number 3 team in the state in Class 2A on top of the District 1-3A Perryton Rangers. 28-point underdog in the Harris Rings. They turn and fake it now, trying to keep it is C.J. Swift. And that's a horse collar, throw the flag. Do they not know horse collar tackling? Having a handful that time was Crockett Gilmore, and spins CJ for a full spin, and that was nothing but horse collar, and no flags fly. It'll be second down and 10.
Boy, I know Gilmore's had so many handfuls tonight. He's got a bushel basket. He has really made some tackles. Boy, what an athlete.
Yes, but that one, the other one he got from behind, I'm not sure that wasn't a horse collar when he slung CJ down, but he might have had a double handful that time, but this time it was strictly grab him by the collar and sling him down. Second and 10, rolling left CJ, pressure there, comes back to his right. Nobody there to receive, so he's going to take off and run. He's going to be knocked out of bounds at the 42, 43-yard line for a gain of a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9. Knocked out of bounds there by hustling Tyler Moore for the Bushland Falcons. So the clock stopped with the out-of-bounds play. 4:38 to go in the game. Rangers facing a 3rd down 9. Looked like they spotted the ball even further back than where they marked it. Octavio Palma into the ball game. At a wide receiver spot. He and Perryton Rangers alternate bringing in plays most of the time.
Britton, by the way, the older brother of Colton Tarango, our producer of our ball game broadcast, back at the KXDJ studios. Colton having a good game as well.
Dump pass out here to Hodge. Cuts in, cuts out, breaks one tackle, hit, and spun down by the shirt tail. That might be what I was talking about earlier. He picked up nothing as he gets it back to the line of scrimmage, but a lot of the Rangers in their fatigue and long playing time both ways have their shirt tails out, and that time it proved to be a benefit for the tacklers. You grabbed a handful of Shane Hodge shirt tail and spun him down. It'll be 4th and 9. Clock rolling with 4:10 to go, and the Rangers trailing by 20, 41-21, will go for it on their own 43-yard line, 4th down and 9. So it'll be interesting to see what the Rangers try here. Double split both ways, left and right. CJ in a shotgun formation, steps back to throw, throws hard on the curl pattern, and it's dropped by Willie Lopez. Had the ball open for the first down, and he caught it and took one step up, but he turned his head to go before the ball was secured, and it's incomplete. That's just something that all receivers do at one time or the other. Maybe Willie will learn a little something for that, but it hit him right in the hands.
Yeah, and the old saying, got to look the ball in, got to see it before you run with it and all that kind of stuff, and that's sure easier said than done when you hear them big footsteps coming.
Oh, my, yeah. You got to know that there's somebody back there because they were kind of in a prevent defense. Spread offense, 3 receivers left, 2 right. Shotgun quarterback back there by himself is Cornelius. Wants to throw, has all the time in the world, throws it on the drag pattern across the middle, taken for about a 9-yard gain by one of the backup receivers. That reception was made by Ryan Munns. Munns, a senior at 6'3", 185, picks up 8. It'll be 2nd and 2. Falcons trying to put more on the board, and they're still doing it with their starting quarterback in the ball game, leading at 41-21 with 3:15 to go.
And the 37th pass attempt by Cornelius tonight.
Falcons now have 3 receivers left, 1 right, and they're going to throw it to the man on the right, wide open on the out pattern to the 30, knocked down to the 25. Nice open field tackle there. Octavio Palma, but not, no, that's Willie Lopez, but not before he picks up a 5 yards, and it'll be 1st and 10 at the Ranger. Actually made the reception at the 30. It's about I believe a 10-yard pickup on the play. He made 5 yards after catching the ball from the 30 up to the 25. 26 first down of the ball game for the Falcons with 2:50 to go. Clock continues to roll as the Falcons have 2 men split left and 2 right. 1 man in the backfield with Sawyer Cornelius. Dump pass is thrown, caught. Nice job of grabbing hold of Octavio Palma and pulling down the receiver after the reception was made by Kleinsmith. Palma grabbed a handful, pulls him down after a 6-yard pickup on the play from the 25 down to just inside the 19-yard line, where it's 2nd down and a short 4. Clock rolling with 2:22 to go in the ball game. And now they're called the play, and they're going to split the man on the right even further out and slot Munns in the right slot. 2 left, 2 right. Shotgun, turn, give to McGuire up the middle. Breaks 1 tackle and has knocked off his feet at the 15-yard line. Beautiful tackle coming in quickly there by Britton Tarango from his safety position, but not before they pick up 5 yards, and it'll be a 1st and 10 at the Ranger 15-yard line. They move the chain so fast and keep the pace going so fast. I'm missing some of these line of scrimmages exactly, but this is a 15-yard line now. They're going to turn and give it off the right side. Man wide open. He's going to walk into the end zone, touchdown. They got into the tight formation, handed it to one of the backup running backs, Tate Rhodes, who takes it around the right end and goes in 15 yards untouched for the Bushland Falcons touchdown. Falcons 47, Rangers 21. Falcons point after coming up with 1:38 to go in the ball game. And the Falcons are showing why they're ranked number 3 in the state in Class 2A.
Well, and by the aggressiveness of their offense on that drive, Ken, you'd have thought it was a tied ball game with time running out. Coach David Flowers keeping the pressure on, and I think not running up the score, but just fine-tuning that killer instinct in a darn good football team.
Point after up by Sawyer Cornelius is up and good. I am surprised that they're not giving a backup quarterback a little playing time with that kind of lead this late, but that point after is up and good. And the Falcons are now on top of the Rangers by a score of 48-21. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
You know what? Here in small town America, we're a little different. We like to be clear across town in 5 minutes or less. We like our friends, neighbors, and customers to know us on a first-name basis. That's the way we like it at Perryton National Bank. We've been Perryton's bank since 1919, and we still enjoy doing business on a first-name basis, just like we've done since Perryton's beginning. While some banks have moved into the cities, our focus is here at home. We serve local area people like you with the latest technology, competitive loan rates, and first-rate service, all on a first-name basis, no appointment needed. Some may call it a small-town mentality. We think that's just right. Perryton's Bank, Perryton National Bank. We're from here. Member FDIC.
We're hometown people, we're hometown people that you know.
We're back here at Falcon Stadium in Bushland, where the Bushland Falcons have scored again to take a 48-21 lead over the Perryton Rangers with only a minute 38 to go in the ball game. Sawyer Cornelius kicks it, a little squibber, taken on one hop at the 18-yard line by Cade Keith, comes to his right, cuts in on the 30, follows his blocking up to the 35. A nice return on that play of about 18 yards by the sophomore Cade Keith. And the Rangers have it at their own 36-yard line. Minute 29 to go in the ball game. The Falcons 48, the Rangers 21. The Perryton Rangers have it one more time here against a team that a week ago defeated fellow District 1-3A team member, the Cooper Pirates, by a score of 48-9. They're up 48-21 on the Rangers right now, so it's safe to say they're averaging 48 points a game this year so far. Swing pass, actually lateral, that's going to count as a running play, and a 13-yard pickup. A little extracurricular activity as they slam Hodge out of bounds, but no flags fly as he picks up 13 on that play. And the Rangers have their 16th first down of the ball game.
And Shane Hodge over 100 yards tonight, Ken. 105 yards now on 23 carries for Shane Hodge.
Some stat people may call that a swing pass and give it as a passing statistic, but that time it was clearly a yard or two behind the release of the ball as to where Shane Hodge caught that. Actually a pass, but it goes as a lateral and a running play. 1:10 to go in the ball game. Rangers come out with men split on both directions. Rolls right, dump pass back to left. Hogan has it, and he's quickly, that's what you call zone and pin by the defense. Everybody came in at the proper angle. He had no place to go. They pinned him and they knocked him down for a loss on the play from the 50 back to the 46-yard line. A 4-yard loss on the play. Quickly the Rangers call a timeout with 48 seconds left in the ball game. Timeout on the field. Rangers down 48-21. This is Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.
Spearman down to Wheeler in the fourth, 14-0. More in a moment.
Second down and 14 for the Rangers. Back to throw goes C.J. Swift, looks left and throws right. Boy, that was a clothesline tackle made on Willie Lopez. He made a nice grab for a 10-yard pickup. The tackle was made by Cody Weiss, and the Rangers have it third down and 5 now with 33 seconds left in the ball game.
Texoma up on Groover 35-8 in the fourth quarter. Friendship over Dumas in the fourth, 41-13. Hooker came back, leading Booker 33-19 in the fourth.
Twin splits both ways. CJ scrambles, finds Octavio Palma, who makes the catch. A yard beyond the line of scrimmage where the contact was made, they knocked him out of bounds at the 41 instead of the 39. It'll be 4th down and 1 at that point. He'd have had the first down, but that's the last play of the game anyway as the clock winds down to all zeros. So that's in the ball game here in Bushland tonight, where the Bushland Falcons, number 3 in the state in Class 2A, over the Perryton Rangers by a final score of 48-21. This is Ranger football. We're going to take a look at those final numbers and have those for you in a moment. You're listening to Perryton Ranger football on 98.3 KXDJ.